6:20, countdown to kickoff clock, 40 minutes here from our one-stop home design studio. Again, call them at 731-238-1800. 731-238-1800. 67 warm degrees on this quarterfinal Friday. One game already has the score in East Tennessee. It is Greenville on the 4A side leading Anderson County 7-0. Meigs County and Gatlinburg-Pittman are scoreless right now. Knox Halls and Knox Central scoreless in 5A. Alcoa, nearing the end of the first quarter on the 4A side, leading Red Bank 7-0. So those are some scores. A lot of games in the Central time zone, so not a lot of Eastern time starts tonight. Most of the games will start when we do here in a few minutes. So some early scores with you from Eastern Tennessee. And again, we'll have the quarterfinal scores and eliminate 8-4 tonight. We'll have the final four from the semis. And, of course, on the Division II side, we'll have a state championship matchup decided, and it could be an All-Jackson state championship. So we'll see if USJ and TCA could pull that out on the road tonight. By the way, for state championship purposes, the Class 1A state final will be played on Friday, December 5th at 3 Eastern at Finley Stadium. The 3A state championship game will start the day at 11 o'clock at Finley Stadium, and the 5A state championship game will end the day at 7. Now, on the Saturday side, the 4A state championship game will be at 11 o'clock that morning. The 2A state championship game, just like last year, Milan played at 3 o'clock on a Saturday, and that would be the case again if the Bulldogs can get there. And, of course, the 6A game would be played on that Saturday, December 6th at 7 o'clock Eastern at Finley Stadium. And, again, if USJ and JCS or USJ and TCA can get to the state finals, their state championship matchup would be Thursday, December 4th at 3 o'clock in Chattanooga. So one last time, here we go with the games tonight in the 1A quarterfinals. Coalfields at Sale Creek, Clay County at South Pittsburgh, McKenzie's at Richland, and Middle College at Fayetteville. In 2A tonight, it's Eagleton at Bledsoe County, Gordonsville at defending champion Marion County, East Robertson at Huntingdon, and East Nashville at Milan. On the 3A side, Meigs County's at Gatlinburg-Pittman, Giles County at Tyner, Dyersburg's at Covington, Memphis Melrose at Westview. On the 4A side, Anderson County's at Greenville, Alcoa's at Red Bank, Pearl Cohn at Marshall County, Springfield, South Gibson. 5A tonight, Lincoln County's at Sevier County, Knox Central's at Knox Halls, Beach will be at Page, Centennial's at Henry County. In 6A tonight, Maryville's at Blackman, Green Hills at Murfreesboro, Oakland, Ravenwoods at Whitehaven, and Southwinds at Collierville. And again, for the Division II Class A semifinals tonight, USJ's at Providence Christian, Trinity Christian's at Nashville Christian. Updated scores one more time on the East Tennessee side. Greenville leads Anderson County 7-0. Sevier County leads Lincoln County 7-0. Alcoa 7-0 over Red Bank, those early in East Tennessee. We'll get back to high school basketball again. We start our high school basketball season, if you missed it, this past Tuesday night over in Medina's. We had Peabody and South Gibson opening up the season. We'll be back on the hardwood next Tuesday night as I'll be up at Gibson County as we'll see defending Class 1A state champion, the Greenfield Lady Yellow Jackets, and Yellow Jackets take on the Gibson County Lady Pioneers, and Pioneers will have that. And again, next Friday, remember, whether we get Milan or South Gibson or both or whatever, we'll be here next Friday for semifinal action. The only way we wouldn't be here next Friday is if both teams failed to win their quarterfinals, which we're not thinking that direction. Weather-wise, again, there's no rain on the radar in the area, but the mist and the fog and the drizzle is coming down under the stadium lights here at Johnny Hale. It is very warm, 67 degrees. Again, not going to get down to about 57 tonight. Some fog later tonight, early in the morning. Beautiful weekend coming up. If you've got Thanksgiving, obviously getting Thanksgiving plans together for family coming in and getting all the food you like. 65 both days. Rain moves back in at 100% Monday night, and then the bottom drops out on Wednesday with temperatures basically where they should be for this time of year. Our normal high is about 53, and we've been running way above that for quite some time. But if you can get to the semis next week again, Friday 52, next Friday night 29, so that's more of what you expect for this time of year. We thank you for listening to the in-studio portion of the Newble Heating and Air pregame. I'll be back with you at halftime with scores And the halftime brought to you by Precision Auto Body and Mandy Pierce for Circuit Court Clerk. And then after the game, we'll have the quarterfinal edition of the Milan Prevention Coalition scoreboard. Again, I don't know how long it will go, just whatever we can squeeze out of it, because there's not a lot of games left to talk about this time of year. When we come back, we'll send you down to Johnny Hill Stadium. Sam McElroy and Scott Massey will continue the Newell Heating and Air pregame. We thank you for listening. Enjoy quarterfinal football on the Victory 93.7.
Well, good evening. Welcome to Johnny Hale Stadium. Round number 3, the CAA High School Playoffs. Nothing settled yet. Milan continues to play undefeated on the year, but do not let the record of this East Nashville Magnet Eagles confuse you. They're 6-5 on the year, but they are a very, very good team. You say, why? We'll tell you that in a minute here as we continue here on the Newell Heating and Air pregame show. A little extended time tonight. I want to tell you a lot about the opponent that we're playing tonight. Milan comes in, as we said, 11-0, undefeated on the year. East Nashville at 6-5. They were a 3A team last year, played in 3A for several years, and now have dropped down to 2A. And we'll tell you more about them in a minute. Lots to tell you about here in our Newell Heating and Air pregame show here. Sam McElroy, Scott Massey with you here. We'll take another break. Come back in a moment here on the Victory 93.7.
Hello, Gibson County. I'm Rodney Wright, and I'm a Republican candidate for Gibson County Sheriff. The citizens of Gibson County and our dedicated law enforcement officers deserve a sheriff that puts the citizens and employees first while leading our...
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee. Online at qualityfencejackson.com.
At Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
This October, let's put health first, West Tennessee. Whether you need your annual health checkup or it's time for your twice-yearly dental cleanings, let's work together to ensure our community stays happy and healthy. With sedation options to keep even the most anxious patients comfortable and their dental care, Elite Dental Care is here for you and your dental care needs. Call your local Elite Dental Care in Dyersburg, Eads, Germantown, Jackson, Ripley, or Trenton, Tennessee, or visit us online at elitedentalcare.com to find more information about our services. Elite Dental Care. Our smiles say.
Welcome back to the Newell Heating and Air pregame show here, Johnny Hale Stadium. Sam McElroy, Scott Massey with you, set for round number 3 of the CAA High School Playoffs as the East Nashville Magnet Eagles come into calling. They were formerly a 3A team, dropped down to 2A this year. And, Scott, I can go back to the summer talking to Coach Wade Comer. He was talking about this East Nashville team. He said everything in 2A is going to go through East Nashville. They were picked to be the winner of the state championship. The only thing that hurt them was they lost to East Robertson in their region championship, and East Robertson does 10-0 for the season and still undefeated, and they're at Huntington tonight. The winner of this one plays the winner of Huntington East Robertson. I'm sure all the folks around here would love to see a Milan-Huntington rematch. Of course, Huntington would love to see that. Their only loss is to Milan this year.
That's true. Yeah, there's I've told several people this week, I said, the 4 teams left on this side of the bracket, 2A, any of these 4 teams can win the state. They're that good. They're all just, at the same level. It's just going to matter of whoever can go out tonight here and at Huntington and just execute between the 4 teams. And, we got our hands full, just like East Nashville has their hands full with Milan as well.
East Nashville started the year with an unbelievable tough schedule. They lost to Collierville, which is 6A. They're still playing. They lost to Antioch, 6A. They lost to Beach, 5A. They lost to Springfield, who is 4A, and they're at South Gibson tonight. They were 0-4 to start the year and then won 6 of their next 7 ball games. The only loss was East Robertson, 32-22 on October the 30th, which is for their region championship. But their 6-5 record is so deceiving. They've got great athletes. They're huge up front. Just to give you an idea, the big defensive tackle, number 60, Devin Phillips, a sophomore, one of the best sophomores in the state, 6'4", 315. And this team is very well schooled, very well coached, and so they're a good team. The record will deceive you. People just see 6-5 against 11-0 Milan, and they go, oh, well, it won't be a contest. Talking to Coach Comer last night, what it takes from Milan to win this ball game. He has a lot of respect for this team. As I said, he talked about them in the summer, talked about it in the early fall because he knew them dropping down to 2A, East Nashville would be a team to be reckoned with, and so here they are in round number 3. The difference, Milan normally had gotten this far. They would have played somebody in their region. Many times it was Huntington and Milan facing off again. But the way they changed the bracket, you're playing some different teams, different regions, if you will. So now if Huntington wins tonight, Milan wins tonight, they'll play each other. Although it's next week designated to be a Huntington home game, but because Milan won during the year, it would come here. And so that's an advantage, too. If East Robertson defeats Huntington, if Milan were to lose, so they say Milan wins, Milan will have to travel to East Robertson next week. That's the way that bracket is set up. But, again, this is a very talented team, East Robertson. They're loaded with athletes. They're loaded with size across the front. You've watched them some on film this week, Scott.
Yeah, some names that you're going to need to get familiar with tonight. Their best player is going to be their quarterback, number 10, Dallas Covington. He, like Coach Comer said earlier this morning, if you listen to the interview with Steve, he is a great thrower of the ball, and he's a very good runner as well. So far on the year, Covington, he has just shy of 2,000 yards passing, 21 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. Rushing the ball, he's rushed it 65 times for 556 yards and 6 touchdowns. The entire offense goes through their quarterback, number 10, Dallas Covington, and he's a good one. Also tonight, you're going to hear their running back is going to be Kenny Fuller, number 1. He's rushed it 62 times this year, 565 yards, 8 touchdowns. And the receivers, when you kind of think about, all right, surely he's got a main guy. They have 5 receivers that have at least double digits receptions this year. Kind of the guy that leads them is going to be Cortez Murphy, number 14, that 35 catches on the year, 750 yards and 4 touchdowns. Although, like I said, he's not going to just key in on him. They're going to spread the field. They're going to run 4 receivers on every snap, so they're going to try to spread the ball out. And the receivers are very good athletes. As soon as they make a play on the ball, they can just take it to the house at any time. So it's really going to test our secondary, which has improved very much from last year, even from the beginning of the year. So it's becoming to where our secondary has been a strength of our defense this year. But this tonight will be their toughest test in the secondary for sure.
Some of the keys to look for tonight is what defense East Nashville and Milan will come out in. Will East Nashville, will they put 7-8 in the box and just play man coverage, play 8 men in the box and just play man coverage with 2 corners and a safety and try to stop the run of Jaden Pete and company? And so Coach Comer feels like if Milan can have some success with the run, then they're going to walk up and it's going to open up the passing game. You mentioned the talented quarterback, Dallas Covington, for East Nashville. They actually have more passing yards this year than rushing yards, but that shows how good that he is. And Coach Comer talked to me in my conversation with him last night. His concern is don't give him too much time because he's got a gun for an arm. He can make a bullet pass and put it in between some folks, so you don't want to give him a lot of time. Although when he takes off running, he's 6'3", 180, and he can make some yardage running the ball as well.
Yeah, and here I'm just watching right now in warm-ups here. He just throws the ball so effortlessly, but he's got some good zip on the ball and some and very good accuracy. So Bulldogs defense is going to be tested, but I think, like you said there, Bulldogs, the key is going to be getting the pressure up front. And if the Bulldogs are able to get pressure with just the front 4 tonight and get in his face, that will surely help. But if not, they're going to have some blitzes from Tavon Harrell, who's done a great job from that outside linebacker position this year, and, of course, Jaden Pete from his middle linebacker.
Yeah, Ty Hollingsworth is only a sophomore. He's the second leading tackler on the team, only behind Jaden Pete. Hollingsworth with 39 tackles, Pete with 66 tackles. Last year, at the end of the season, Jaden Pete had 95 tackles at the end of the year. Pete only had 800-some yards rushing at the end of the season, but has really come on the last few weeks in these playoff games and really produced. We'll talk about Milan and their game last week. Look at their offensive defense. We'll take another break. We continue with the Newbold Heating and Air pregame show here on the Victory 93.7.
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee. Online at qualityfencejackson.com.
At Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
This October, let's put health first, West Tennessee. Whether you need your annual health checkup or it's time for your twice-yearly dental cleanings, let's work together to ensure our community stays happy and healthy. With sedation options to keep even the most anxious patients comfortable and their dental care, Elite Dental Care is here for you and your dental care needs. Call your local Elite Dental Care in Dyersburg, Eads, Germantown, Jackson, Ripley, or Trenton, Tennessee, or visit us online at elitedentalcare.com to find more information about our services. Elite Dental Care. Our smiles say it all.
Welcome back to the Newville Heating and Air pregame show. Milan Bulldogs hosting the East Nashville Magnet Eagles from Nashville, Tennessee. 6-5 on the year, but again, don't let that record deceive you. They started the year 0-4 against 4A, 5A, and 6A competition, and then they rolled off many wins, only one loss the rest of the way, and that was to their region foe, East Robertson, who is undefeated, and East Robertson is at Huntington tonight. So the winner of East Robertson and Huntington will play the winner of this one next Friday night. And I remember all the years I've done this, players, coaches always wanted to practice on Thanksgiving. That was just a goal. You wanted to be practicing on Thanksgiving week, so the winners get to do that. We talked about East Robertson. Let's talk about the Milan Bulldogs. It starts with Jaden Pete last week. 200-plus yards rushing. He had three extremely long runs last week, 242 yards rushing, and had runs 61, 76, and 62 yards. So he had probably his best game. And I'm told by Coach Comer that Jaden Pete has said, Coach, I don't care much about that award, although he's a finalist or semifinalist for the Mr. Football. He said, I've won that. I want to win a ring. I want to win the championship. That's what he's really focused on. You like that attitude. He's a team player, but the last few ball games in these playoffs, Jaden has really come to play and made a big difference. You got to look there at what Milan did last week.
Yeah, last week, just for a recap, Milan defeated Mount Pleasant 42-16. Like you said, our premier dental star of the game was Jaden Pete. He had 15 carries, 242 yards, 3 touchdowns. Zach Summers was 4 of 9 passing the ball, 165 yards and 2 touchdowns. Sonny Johnson had 2 receptions for 125 yards and a touchdown. Jay Cole also added a 37-yard touchdown reception last week. So good job from the Bulldogs to kind of spread it out. It was big play offense, big play scoring last week for Milan. This week, you want to take the points anytime you can, but I think Coach Comer would be just fine if we kind of had sustained drives this week that ended in touchdowns, but want to keep that ball away from that very explosive East Nashville offense.
One of the best defenses you can have is your offense being on the field and keeping the ball and sustaining drives. Last week, Milan didn't have to do that because they had a lot of big plays with a long pass of Sonny Johnson and a long runs from Jaden Pete. But you'd like to sustain some drives tonight, stay out of those penalties. We got to say it. It's been a problem with Milan this year, and again last week with some uncharacteristic, unsportsmanlike penalties. Milan's got to stay out of that game, if you will, because you get in a tight game like this and have one of those penalties like that, it'll take you out of a drive, and Milan's got to be careful, not to do that. Got some players that are back. Beef Morris And Lincoln Real, of course, came back for the playoffs, had some injuries. They're both starting on the offense. We'll give you that when we give you starters in a moment. From Alexander Thompson, Arnold, we'll give you our starters in a moment. But Milan, 11-0 on the year, you couldn't ask much more. Had some fairly weak opponents, but they've stood the test of time when they've had tough games. They've been behind some, so they've done that. Milan has come from behind. You wonder what this East Nashville team, how hard have they been tested? Coach Comer hopes that Milan will be. In our conversation last night, he said, Sam, we need to be physical. We need to hit them in the mouth. And that's not a bad term. That's a good term in football. We need to hit them in the mouth. We need to be physical with them, and we'll just see how Milan responds tonight. East Nashville 6-5 on the year, but again, coming out of 3A, they lost their first 4 games that went to 4A, 5A, and 6A opponents, and then got their winning streak going. So we continue on the Newble Heating and Air pregame show. Come back in a moment. We'll have the starters from Thompson, Arnold, the coin toss from Bank of Milan, and much more here on the Victory 93.7.
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee. Online at qualityfencejackson.com.
At Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
This October, let's put health first, West Tennessee. Whether you need your annual health checkup or it's time for your twice-yearly dental cleanings, let's work together to ensure our community stays happy and healthy. With sedation options to keep even the most anxious patients comfortable and their dental care, Elite Dental Care is here for you and your dental care needs. Call your local Elite Dental Care in Dyersburg, Eads, Germantown, Jackson, Ripley, or Trenton, Tennessee.
Ball games. When we talk about East Nashville, talked about their skill people, the great team that they are. Let's look at the Bulldogs. We talked about last week. Let's look at some of the stats from this year for the Milan Bulldogs.
Yeah, just some season stats for the Bulldogs so far. First, passing the ball, Zach Summers this year, he is 69 of 104 for 1,205 yards, 15 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Rushing the ball for the Bulldogs this year, Jaden Pete leads the Bulldogs with 138 carries, 1,162 yards, 21 touchdowns. Carson Kelly, 98 carries, 517 yards, 4 touchdowns. Terrence Moses has 25 carries, 224 yards, and 3 touchdowns as well. Receiving this year for the Bulldogs, Sonny Johnson, the leading receiver, with 27 receptions, 617 yards, 10 touchdowns. Jaden Pete, 6 receptions, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jay Donaldson, 15 receptions, 151 yards, and a touchdown. One area where the Bulldogs have greatly improved throughout the year and is going to be key tonight is Aiden Pennington at the field goal at the place kicker position. Extra points on the year. He is 43 of 47 this year. Very valuable for the Bulldogs there. Very dependable and getting better on his kickoff throughout the year as well. So that is one area where the Bulldogs have completely just gotten better week to week, and then by the end of the year, just completely better. So good job there. Some areas that we don't talk about too much individually, but the Bulldogs defense has just been unbelievable this year, and we just want to give them a little bit of credit there. Jaden Pete, he has 171 tackles. Ty Hollingsworth, a sophomore, has 104 tackles. Michael White has 103. Terrence Moses with 85 tackles. Lucas Morris with 85 tackles as well. So getting some good distribution there on the defense, where it's not just one person making all the plays, but rather it's different levels of it. Michael White, Beef Morris, they're on the defensive line, and Jaden Pete, he's playing linebacker with Ty Hollingsworth, and Moses are in the secondary as well. So going to need a big game from everybody tonight. But I think the Bulldogs, they've got it in them, and just all about executing tonight. Some keys to the game tonight, obviously, you want to cut down on turnovers. If you're Milan, field position is going to be a key. Penalties, we talked about it, especially last week. Just too many penalties, too many, after the play penalties as well. And you want to get off to a fast start. You want to get the crowd behind you. You want to get East Nashville feeling uncomfortable, with if Milan can jump on them early and then can kind of get their ground and pound game going for the Bulldogs. So those are just kind of some keys to the game tonight. And, we're going to look forward to it. Looks like we've got about 9 minutes left till kickoff. So, what do you think, Sam?
Milan band's on the field, getting set for the national anthem and the pregame prayer. The interesting warm-up that the East Nashville team did their group warm-ups, passing and linemen and all. They've not run any offense or defense. Maybe they don't want to show anything. They've grouped up in the end zone down here, but have not run any offense or defensive sets we wanted to see, but they've not done that as yet. So the Milan band is down on the field right center of the 50-yard line, getting ready for the national anthem, our pregame prayer. So we'll take another break as we continue on the Newell Heating and Air pregame show on the Victory 93.7.
Hi, this is...
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-61.
Welcome back as we continue with the Newell Heating and Air pregame show, Johnny Hill Stadium, Milan, Tennessee, round number 3 of the TSSAA high school playoffs. The East Nashville Magnet Eagles come in 6-5 on the year. The Bulldogs 11-0 on the year, but don't let that record fool you. This is a very, very talented, gifted team, East Nashville, and we look for a great ball game out of them tonight. Let's give you the Alexander Thompson-Arnold starting lineups for the Milan Bulldogs. Starting at left tackle, a senior number 63, Lucas Beef Morris. At left guard, a senior number 65, Lincoln Reel. At center, a senior number 75, Mason Allen. At right guard, a senior number 70, C.T. Williamson. At right tackle, senior number 55, Briar Smith. As 5 seniors across the front. The tight end is sophomore number 87, Manny Pittman. A wide receiver, senior number 7, Jay Cole. The fullback is sophomore number 45, Micah White. The wide receiver, senior number 4, Terrence Moses, who we've seen carry the ball some as well in that running that little reverse and does a really good job of that. The other wide receiver leads in receptions for the Milan Bulldogs this year, senior number 1, Sonny Johnson. Of course, at quarterback, the junior Zach Summers, a transfer from Union City, and the running back, the Mr. Football finalist or semifinalist, is number 5, Jaden Pete, had 249 yards rushing last week in the big ball game here. We're talking about being a semifinalist. The semifinalists for Division I Class 2A are Zach Groves from East Robertson, Andrew Johnson, the quarterback at Fairleigh that we saw last year when we went to Memphis and played them in the semifinals, Jaden Pete from Milan, Drew Ray from Lewis County, and Kaysen Young from East Robertson. So East Robertson has 2 players that are semifinalists for the Mr. Football Player of the Year given by the Tennessee Titans. Defensive for the Milan Bulldogs at the wheel end, that is, a senior number 9, Tavon Harrell. At the other end is 45 sophomore Michael White. The nose guard is senior number 55, Briar Smith. Senior number 65, Lincoln Reel. He'll move around from defensive end, play a linebacker. He loves to get in there and sack the quarterback. At sound linebacker is sophomore, getting better every week, as number 87, Manny Pittman. At a corner is senior number 1, Sonny Johnson. Another corner is senior number 6, Dre Hawkins. At strong safety, senior number 4, Terrence Moses. At the Mike linebackers, junior number 2, Carson Kelly. At the plug linebacker is the senior leader, number 5, Jaden Pete, leads the Bulldogs with 65 tackles on the year. And the free safety is sophomore number 10, Ty Hollingsworth. For offense, Milan, 9 seniors, 1 junior, 1 sophomore. The defense for Milan, 7 seniors, 1 junior, 3 sophomores. This is a game where you can't think so much about playing a lot of people. You got to have the best on the field, Scott, and get the best out of them when they're out there.
Yeah, this is all hands on deck at this point. This is the time of the year, like Coach Coleman was talking about earlier with Steve. We've been holding Jaden back, maybe resting him throughout the year a little bit, but pedal to the metal, all hands on deck, like I said, going forward from here on out. I'm excited to see where we go tonight.
We got captains making their way out to the midfield. You got 3 captains across the way for East Nashville, and they're all white uniforms with burgundy trim and gray headgears, and Milan and the all purple all the way pants, jerseys, and headgears. And, Scott, you got captains for us.
Yeah, so the captains for tonight, first for East Nashville, number 30, Javon Carter, number 71, Johnny Martin, and number 10, Dallas Covington. The captains for the Bulldogs tonight, number 75, Mason Allen, number 70, C.T. Williamson, number 4, Terrence Moses, and number 5, Jaden Pete. And those are going to be your captains tonight.
Again, the officials are from out of the district, out of the region. They bring them in for playoff games. We're not told where they're from. 1 week we had them from Nashville, and we had them from Memphis. And this crew is a very veteran crew. It's an honor to get to do a high school playoff game. And they have flipped the coin. They're looking at East Nashville, and East Nashville has won the toss and deferred to the second half. So East Nashville wins the toss, defers to the second half, so you believe Milan will take the ball to start this half. We'll see which way they're going to go as they'll turn around. Milan going to go right to left. Milan with their back to the John Wayne Tucker Fieldhouse, and East Nashville with their back to the school board and the chow wagon. So East Nashville won the toss, deferred to the second half. We'll take one more break. Back in a moment with a kickoff brought to you by Trimmers Auto Body on the Victory 93.7. Our pregame has been brought to you by Newell Heating and Air. The starters were brought to you by Alexander Thompson and Arlo, and the coin toss by the Bank of Milan. The Bulldogs take the field down to our right, running through the big inflatable Bulldogs. The East Nashville Magnet Eagles run through their little sign across the way with their cheerleaders, and they are across the way. Probably 50, maybe 75 folks here from East Nashville, but a good contingent of Milan fans and folks still coming in. Hope the rain's going to hold off. We should have a good one here tonight, Scott.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. Got the big game feel here. Got 2 good teams, and they're ready to get it going. Got about 15 seconds left till we're ready to tow this thing up. Going to have Jaden Pete, Sonny Johnson, and Terrence Moses back. And we were watching their kicker during warm-ups. Pretty good kicker there. You never know what you're going to see when you face the kicker from maybe Nashville or Memphis. But they do have a good kicker. It looked like he was kicking it, when he was working on his field goals, he was kicking it from putting it down at the 20, so around a 30-yarder. Looks like he's going to have some depth on it. So looks like the kicker for them is number 85, senior Brian Eckert, going to kick off for them. East Nashville is going to be going from left to right.
Got that kicker physique, 5'9", 160. Those kickers, they're not very big, but they got a big leg. And you like it, Milan's got Pete, Terrence Moses and Sonny Johnson deep across the 15-yard line, so either one of them can take it to the house. So you like to get good field position to start this ball game. Here we're on the Victory 93-7, round number 3, TSSAA High School Playoffs, Johnny Hill Stadium, Milan, Tennessee. Sam McElroy, Scott Massey with you as official, about ready to hand the ball to Eckert, the kicker, and we're about set for action here. It should be a good one. East Nashville was 3A for many years, dropped down to 2A this year, and I was told they wanted to get away from Alcoa. They had to play them every year and got beat, but Alcoa moved up to 4A, so they could have stayed 3A. They wouldn't have to worry about Alcoa. Milan Bulldogs know about the Alcoa team through the years. They've played them many times down through the ages. So Eckert's standing ready to kick, a little short pooch kick. He'll kick it short. He'll be come up, and Jaden Pete will take it at the 20, across the 25, across the 30, run through a tackler at the 40, out to the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. We asked for good field position. We got it. Jaden Pete just lowered that shoulder at the 40 and ran right over a would-be tackler and out to about the 43-yard line. 1st and 10, Milan on the far hash, going right to left, and they're all purple here tonight. As we get started here, that kick was brought to you by Tremors Auto Body.
Yeah, Jaden Pete took that ball, returned it all the way to the 40-yard line, met a guy, said welcome to Milan on that first kickoff return. Bulldogs in great position here. They're going to have it 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line, going right to left. The clock did start, Sam, and we are at 11:53 left here in the first quarter.
Wow, miracles are still
happening. Not only did it start, but it stopped as well. So there we go.
So here's Summers in a shotgun formation. Jaden Pete to his left shoulder, twin receivers to both sides. Ball on the far hash, going right to left. Going to turn, give it to Jaden Pete. Run through a tackler till the 4-5. No, Summers kept it. He faked me off. Summers faked it to Pete, and Summers kept it across the 50, and I think he'll have the first down. What a great fake there. First down brought to you by S&S Insurance. Everybody was keying on Jaden Pete, including this announcer, and Jaden Pete looked like he had it, ran over a would-be tackler. Only thing was he didn't have the ball. Summers kept it on a keeper around the left side. He's across midfield down on the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Milan.
Yeah, hand up. He had me fooled as well, Sam. I was watching Pete the whole way. Summers, great fake and a good effort there to get that S&S Insurance first down.
Shotgun formation again. Terrence Moses in there. He's going to sweep around the right side. He'll be down on the 45 and be driven out of bounds there. He'll have about 2, maybe 3. Line of scrimmage was the 47. He may have 2 yardage. Looked like he had some space there, but East Nashville was able to close quickly and put him out of bounds at the 45. It's a pickup of 2. 2nd down and 8. It's Milan. East Nashville won the toss, deferred to the second half. Milan brought the kickoff out to the 43-yard line via Jaden Pete. And now Milan, after a first down, has a 2nd down and 8 at the East Nashville 45-yard line. Again, the defense of East Nashville is their strong suit. They are very big and strong up front. Shotgun for Summers and a movement by Milan. Number 65, the left tackle for Milan, is pointing to one of the East Nashville players, but Milan, number 65, I think Lincoln Real move. He's saying that East Nashville made him do that, but I think it's going to be a 5-yard step off for Milan against Milan. So instead of 2nd and 8, it'll be 2nd and 13. Be back just inside Milan territory, just across midfield. That penalty brought to you by S&S Insurance. Don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Call them this week. Go by and see them. 686-8334, located right next door here to Johnny Hill Stadium. Milan, 20 receivers, both sides. Ball on the far hash, going right to left. Summers shotgun. Jaden Pete to his right shoulder, and now timeout on the field. Maybe the clock again. Officials call timeout. We'll see what it is. Every week we've had issues with the little clicker that the clock man uses down on the field, and every time he has to come up here to the press box to run the clock. We'll see if they got it corrected.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sam, the head referee tonight has a microphone on him, and he's a lot easier to relay the message here. Well, it was only off by 1 second, Sam, so
every second's important.
Got to get it right.
2nd down 13 for Milan, just shy of midfield. Summers shotgun, Pete to his right shoulder. Summers back to throw. Rush coming, steps up, throws to the middle of the field. It's overthrown, intended there for number 11 for the Milan Bulldogs. That's Jay Donaldson on a little post route. He was there at the 35-yard line, or 25, but overthrown. and it'll be third down, possession down from Milan, third down, 13, just shy of midfield.
Yeah, good play right there for the Bulldogs where they just dropped back to pass. Summers had time, stepped up in the pocket, just a little bit overthrown Jay Donaldson. He had a step on the man there, had an inside position, just overthrew him just a bit. So third down, 13 to go, just shy of midfield.
Yeah, the corner was running man-to-man with him, so the middle of the field was open. Here's Summers back to throw. Rush coming. He'll step up in the pocket. He'll run it inside midfield, inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. They're going to be shy of the first down yardage. He's got to get to the 37-yard line. He's down to the 44-yard line. So big decision for Milan. Do you kick it? And I believe Milan's going to put the punting team in. In a big game like this, you want to play field position. You want to punt them and back them up, so Milan sends the punting team in.
Yeah, Summers right there. When he looked downfield, when he noticed that nobody was going to be open, just tucked the ball, ran, got what he could. He got 6 yards on it for a good game, but it is going to be fourth down, 7 to go from the East Nashville 44-yard line. Looks like we've got a stoppage. The clock has stopped now. It's stuck on 11 minutes.
Summers going to stand about his 46-yard line. Deep for East Nashville is that talented running back, number 1, Kenny Fuller, and number 14, Cortez Murphy, who's their leading wide receiver. So both of those guys are very talented, very speedy, and can take it to the house as well. So Milan makes one first down on their first possession, and after a movement penalty, illegal procedure, made it 2nd and 13, and Milan gets a little bit of it back. It's 4th and 7 now, and Summers in punt formation. Waits for the snap. Snap is high, but he goes up and gets it and is able to get the punt off the side of his foot and going to go out of bounds on the Milan side. He was fortunate to get that snap. It was high in the air. He looked like a center in basketball going up to get it, but a very, very short kick. Line of scrimmage was the, 47-yard line, and it goes out of bounds inside the 25. So a very short kick there. They'll put it at the 22, 1st and 10, East Nashville at their own 22-yard line. East Nashville's first possession, they won the toss, defer to the second half. It all starts with their quarterback, Dallas Covington, the junior, 6'3", 180, their running back. Senior, 5'9", 180, number 1, Kenny Fuller. They've got some speed. They've got some talent as well. Quarterback Covington, shotgun formation, Fuller to his left shoulder. Now he'll flex out, empty backfield. Going to swing pass to the backfield over there to Fuller. And the left and the flat out there. He'll break a tackle, sprint it outside. Going to be held up there by Terrence Moses, and Moses slings him to the ground there at about the 27-yard line. Line of scrimmage was the 22, gets about 5 yards. They took Fuller, the running back, and put him in motion out to the left wing, out the left flat, and threw it to him out there. Quickly to the line of scrimmage comes East Nashville, and we got a whistle on the play. No huddle. They came quickly with tempo to the line of scrimmage, and the official called something there.
Yeah, it looks like it's got another clock issue. Yeah, on that play right there, it looked like that they sent 2 guys in motion. They sent the halfback and the wide receiver in motion there, flanked out to their left, going toward the East Nashville sideline. Covington got the snap, just a quick little toss out there to their running back. Terrence Moses did a good job to limit it to 5 yards. He actually pushed it out of bounds, and the ball came out, but it was out of bounds when the ball came loose. Moses was right there on top of it just in case. But we got a meeting with the officials here. It looks like that they're having issue starting and stopping the clock. So clock is stopped right now. It shows 10:01 here in the first quarter, 2nd down and 5 from the 27-yard line.
And yes, Milan has had clock issues for 25 years, even in the new stadium. So the officials seem to have it corrected. They've set it at 10 minutes and 1 second. Play made 5 yards, 2nd down 5 for East Nashville. That's their own 27-yard line.
And they are going to be in a hurry-up offense a lot. That's what they like to do, kind of like Tennessee. They like to get the defense.
Covington brings the man in motion. Covington's going to keep it right up the middle. He'll have the 30, and that'll be all. It'll be 3rd down, about 3 there. As Covington faked it, the man in motion, and the slot man on the left came in motion. They give it to him as he came down the line of scrimmage in motion. There they go quick to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down 2 at the 30-yard line. Big stop needed here from Milan. Again, the clock, problems with the clock. This helps Milan because the East Nationals want to go fast, and they're not able to do it because officials having to stop it every time because of the clock issues. So East Nashville are going to go back to the huddle. Officials are going to confer again, and they send the guy. And the guy on the field has a little clicker, a little remote that he runs the clock with. But every time this year for the last several weeks, the officials had to come up here to the press box and run the clock from here.
That's what they're going to do now.
That's what they're going to do now.
And for those of you at home, the official is one of the elder of the group. So it's probably going to take a while for him to get on up.
I'm going to accuse you for elder abuse.
I'm just describing it to the audience, to our listeners, so they understand. If they need to go to the restroom or anything like that, they might have time. So
East Nashville comes out of the huddle, but they got to wait. They got to wait for that official to get to the press box.
Right.
And he's just now coming to the steps down below us.
And these are steps that we take, Sam. These steps are no joke. Okay.
Might want to have a timeout for the official when he gets about halfway up. Let him have a breather.
One official, he stops and says, "Hey," to one of the fans here as he's walking up the steps.
You know, if you're going to be an official in a Milan game, you need to do a step drill. You know, do the old step drill maybe several weeks in advance, knowing that you're going to have to come up here. See a bus arriving now across the way for East Nashville. Maybe some fans, maybe the band, but just now arriving. The official has arrived. He's asking where to park, where he needs to park. Now put him in there by the PA booth, and he'll run the clock from there.
And that'll move old Casey Moore into the booth with us. Just 1 second here, Casey.
You're always welcome here.
Excuse me.
So 3rd down 2, East Nashville at their own 30-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, and then made 3 on 2nd down, and then with the clock issues, had to wait for the official to get up here. He's kind of taking his breath for a minute.
Oh, that's me, Sam.
Oh, that's you. Yeah. A little huffing and puffing.
Well, I have asthma.
Oh, I mean, okay.
I got tired just watching him walk up these steps.
Again, you know, East Nashville likes to play tempo, and they've not been able to for 2 plays because they had to stop it because of the issues with the clock. I mean, that's something Milan plans.
Well, I mean, if it helps, it helps. All right, let's see what East Nashville does here on this 3rd down, 2 to go from their own 30-yard line, going left to right.
So coming in shotgun formation. Fuller to his left shoulder. Turns, gives it to Fuller. Coming this way. He'll try to bounce it outside. He'll
Moses, baby.
Sack! Fuller's hit. The halfback get it in the backfield, and Moses scraped off from his defensive back position. A line of scrimmage to 30. He's hit at the 29-yard line, and the running back Fuller was never able to get outside because Terrence Moses, big number 4, the senior, was in there to put him down 1 yard shy of the line of scrimmage. So it's 4th down, 4th and 3, a long 3 there. Punter will stand about his 15-yard line. Sonny Johnson from Milan will stand back at his 35. And East Nashville on their first possession, 3 plays and out. Good defense from Milan. Great job by Terrence Moses, number 4. Snap, a little low, but he picks it up. A line drive kick. It's going to hit and roll. Sonny Johnson going to take it. No, he fumbled it. Sonny Johnson had to go back and fall on it. Could be piling on there, but they didn't call it. Sonny Johnson lost it, had tried to pick it up and then dropped it, went back and fell on it, and then a guy piled on him, but no official call there. So it'll be 1st and 10 Milan at their own 36-yard line. That kick brought to you by Trimmer's Auto Body. But both times now, Milan's had good field position on the kickoff. Pete brought it out to the 42. Now Milan has it at the 36, so good field position. This first quarter brought to you by Precision Auto Body. 8:51 to go in the first quarter here. Sam McElroy, Scott Massey with you. Johnny Hill Stadium, Milan, Tennessee. No score. Milan's second possession. Ball on the near hash, going right to left. Summer shotgun formation. Pete to his left shoulder. Twin receivers, then we got a flag on the play.
I think we're going to have might have offsides on the defense here lined up in the neutral zone.
Nope, they're turning toward Milan.
Nope. We got one official facing 5 yards good for Milan. The other official holding the ball facing 5 yards bad for Milan. Unfortunately for us.
Tell that guy when the head official says against the defense, you got to go this way. So a 5-yard step off makes it 1st and 5 for Milan out at the 41-yard line. Near hash, right to left here for Milan in this first quarter. Summer shotgun. Jaden Pete to his left shoulder. Twin receivers right, the wide side of the field. Turns, gives it a ball on the ground. Ball on the ground. Ball came out. Somebody's still moving with it, and I think
East Nashville
got it.
Yeah, on that play right there, Summers, it looked like he was going to it was a RPO. He was going to fake it to Pete. Looked like he was going to try to pass it. Pete kept the ball, and there was just a fumble in between there on the exchange. East Nashville recovers it, So they're going to have it 1st and 10 from the Milan 40-yard line. So after that good field position and after getting the offsides on East Nashville, setting up a 1st and 5, Bulldogs turn the ball over on the first play. Bulldogs defense going to have to step up here. 1st and 10, East Nashville going left to right from the Bulldogs 40-yard line. 8:41 to go here in the first quarter.
Summers rode him a long way and tried to pull it out, and Pete tried to keep it, and neither had it, and it goes over to East Nashville. Slot man left, slot man comes in motion. Laying back the pass. Looking, got running room. He'll step up, and he'll make the 40 inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Goes the quarterback Covington. They couldn't find anybody open. Good coverage from Milan, but that quarterback, 6'3", 180, has great running skills as well, and it's 2nd down and 3 for East Nashville. Turns, gives it to a running back Fuller. He'll be hit and drop right there at the line of scrimmage. May have made a half a yard. Mason Allen there to stand in the way there, Fuller, the running back.
Yeah, they want to go really fast, and they are. Mason Allen there at his defensive tackle position made a great job. Beat his guy, got right up on the running back, stopped him for no loss. So 3rd down, 3 to go from the Bulldogs 33-yard line, going left to right. East Nashville kind of taking their time now, looking over at the sideline, seeing what their coach wants them to do here. 3rd and 3, 7:45 to go. Here's the clock ticks in the first quarter.
Ball in the middle of the field. Covington, the quarterback, shotgun, halfback to his left shoulder, twin receivers left, single wide out right. Going to toss it. No, he's going to keep it. He's got running room inside the 30. He'll have his first down. Milan will drive him back, but I believe forward progress, he'll have his first down as the quarterback faked the toss and then ran it off a left tackle on the far hash across the way. We'll see where they put his forward progress. They're moving the chains. It's another first down, an SNS Insurance first down for the East Nashville Magnet Eagles.
Yeah, he got right to the line, the game to the 30.
Snap, gives it to Fuller. Now it's 14 in there, and he's around on the left side. Got the perimeter around the left side. That's number 14 in there, running back, Cortez Murphy, who plays wide receiver normally. They gave him on a handoff around the left side. He got outside containment, a 5-yard pickup down to the 25-yard line, getting close to that high point storage red zone. And East Nashville on the move after the Milan turnover.
Clock stopped. 7:17 to go here in the first quarter.
2nd and 5. Shotgun, twin receivers right. Single running back to the right shoulder. Covington back to throw. Look, throws it out there. He's got it at the 20 and put down immediately there. Good tackle there by Sonny Johnson. Complete to number 9. That's Jaquan Taylor, the senior wide receiver, 5'10", 160, down near the 20-yard line. I actually shy the 20 to 22. They got to get to the 20. 3rd down 2 for East Nashville. Tippo, bad snap. He'll pick it up. He'll be hit. All right, lost the 2. He's hit. Right there. Good job by Jaden Pete. Bad snap. Covington picked it up at the 26, able to get inside the 25. It's a loss of yardage. It was 3rd down 2. Now it's 4th down and 4 for East Nashville at the Milan 24-yard line. Bad snap kind of put the tempo of that play off, and Jaden Pete was able to recover and be back there and hit the quarterback in the backfield for a loss of a couple of yards. 4th and 4.
Yeah, Jaden Pete and Lincoln Real there stopping for a loss.
Covington toss to the outside. Got a man there. He's got the corner. He'll be inside the 20. We got a flag. There'll be a hold over there. He had the first down. A toss to the running back, number 14, Cortez Murphy. He got the perimeter around the left side, but a flag came out. I believe it's going to be a hold against the East Nashville.
Yeah, it was just a toss pitch to the wide side of the field over toward the East Nashville sideline. When he got it, it looked like he was going to have the first down, and he did. He made it all the way to the line to gain just a little past to the 20, but there is a holding call on East Nashville. It's going to back them up 10 yards. So it's going to be 4th down and maybe around 11 to go. We'll see where they spot it here. Yeah, 4th and 11 from the 31-yard line.
Big Xavier Johnson, the offensive tackle on that left side. Get this, 6'4", 315. It's 4th and 11 for East Nashville back at the Milan 31-yard line. Can Milan turn them away again?
This is where Covington is dangerous, the quarterback, with his passing ability here. Let's see if the Bulldogs can get some pressure on him here.
Milan got a 4-man front. Walking up as if they're going to blitz, and we got a timeout. East Nashville, I believe, is going to take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Security Bank and Trust. So with 6:09 to go in this first quarter, no score between East Nashville and Milan. Back in a moment on the Victory 93.7.
Hi, my name
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
Playoff, no score after the holding penalty against East Nashville. It backs them up, but they're at the Milan 31-yard line. 4th and 11, the ball on the far hash across the way. East Nashville called this timeout. Huntington all over East Robertson over at Huntington tonight, 13-3. The winner of that plays the winner of this, and that title will set up next week. East Nashville 4th and 11 at the Milan 31-yard line. Covington, shotgun formation, got the running back to his right shoulder. Twin receivers right, the wide side of the field. The ball on the far hash and a single wide out to the left. Back to throw. Rush coming. Rush coming. He's going to be hit, and he is, and he gets it away, and it's incomplete.
Great job by the secondary of the Bulldogs and Tavon Harrell coming on that blitz. He had Covington wrapped up, about to throw him down at the 45, and he just throws the ball away over the head of his receiver. That is going to be our first 4th down stop by Jack Holland Marine Corps Detachment. Again, it was 4th and 11, and Covington was about to be sacked in the backfield, but he was able to get it away, but he overthrew a wide receiver over the far sideline across the way. So Milan takes over. The turnover doesn't hurt. Milan 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We're exactly 6 minutes on the clock here in the first quarter. Bulldogs and East Nashville tied at 0. 1st and 10 Milan at their own 30-yard line, going right to left.
Summers has a back to either side of him in the backfield. Twin receivers right, the short side of the field. Summers takes it, sprinting this way. Little shuttle pass into the middle, across the 30, out to about the 34-yard line. It'll make about 3 yards on the play as Jaden Peak took the little shuttle pass across the middle. He's out to the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 3, 2nd down and 7. And like that little play, you can catch him off guard sometime. As Summers kind of came this way and then shuttle it forward, a little underhand flip, still a forward pass, and Pete makes 3, 2nd down 7. To the Milan 34-yard line.
Yeah, it's kind of a version of a triple option. He had the option to pitch it to Pete there, like you said, as a little shuttle pass, or he had to keep it himself, or he could even pitch it to Moses to his left.
Corner receivers right, single wide out this side is Sonny Johnson. Summers going to turn, throw it to Jaden Pete. He'll break a tackle at the 30, cross the 35, cross the 40, and Jaden Pete will have the first down. Out about the 42-yard line, the first down brought to you by S&S Insurance. I was looking at the setup that time. Sonny Johnson was 1-on-1 with a corner on this side of the field. They've got to see that. I think Sonny can beat a guy 1-on-1. First down, Jaden Pete, a little swing pass to him. He makes the yard after catch, the yak, if you will, and first down Milan out to their 42-yard line.
Yeah, he had to break a tackle there. Otherwise, it was only going to be a minimal gain. Broke that tackle, turned it upfield, and got enough for the first down.
Summers brings Michael White for the right side to the left side. Summers takes it, gives it. No, he passes it. It's complete. J. Cole as he crosses midfield, be to the 45. A little quick opener there as Summers faked the handoff, and it hit J. Cole at the 45-yard line. Another S&S Insurance first down, and the PA announcer says, move, goes change, and they're down to the 45-yard line. Milan moving 1st and 10. This is their 3rd possession. Milan had to punt on the 1st, turned it over on the 2nd on a fumble, and now Milan 1st and 10 at the East Nashville 45-yard line.
Yeah, Mason Allen going to have to come out of the game for one play. His helmet came off. So Briar Smith's going to move to center. Lincoln Reel's going to move over to right guard.
Michael White in motion. He'll set up behind the left guard. They'll turn, give it to Jaden P. right up the middle. Look at Big 50. Good night. That is a large man to be playing high school football.
Number 60, too. Or number 60.
50 is 6 foot 212, and 60 is 6'4", 315 pounds.
Woo! That's the guy you were talking about earlier, Devin Phillips, the sophomore, getting offers from everywhere. A good player.
And just a sophomore, and one of the best sophomores, I'm told, in the state of Tennessee. Only a 2-yard pickup as the big man rode him to the turf. 2nd and 8 from Island at the 43-yard line of East Nashville.
Mason Allen back in at center.
Bring a man in motion. Terrence Moses, they'll fake it to him. Someone's going to keep it inside the 40, inside the 35, still rumbling. Down to the 30, he knocked out of bounds. Will have his first down. Great fake there by Summers. He faked it to Terrence Moses coming in motion, and he just took it over right tackle. Another S&S Insurance first down, 1st and 10 Bulldogs at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, when he faked that to Moses there, the defense followed them. Michael White, the lead blocker there, that right side of the offensive line there, behind C.T. Williamson and Briar Smith was wide open. Summers took it all the way to the 30 and was pushed out of bounds, but not before he got the S&S Insurance first down. 1st and 10 Milan at the East Nashville 29-yard line.
Ball on the far hash, twin receivers to the right, the short side of the field. Summers with Pete to his right shoulder. Give it to Pete. He'll cut it off the right tackle, be down to the 25-yard line. 4, maybe 5 yards on the play. We talked about being able to sustain drives. Milan has done that on this possession. Yep. First possession, Milan had to punt. Second possession, they turned it over. Milan able to turn East Nashville away on 4th and 11 after the penalty. Milan makes it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Bulldogs at the 25-yard line. So a pickup of 4 there by Jaden Pete. Great cutback as he cut it back over right tackle. Saw a little crease there and made some good, valuable yardage.
You can see the right side of the Milan offensive line starting to move them a little bit. Let's see if we continue to go that way.
Summers high snap, fakes it to Jaden Pete. Summers going to keep it inside the 25 and be pulled down from behind. Number 23 grabs Summers, the quarterback, as he faked it.
I think we might get we got 2 flags. It might be unsportsmanlike, unnecessary roughness there, the way that they threw the quarterback down. Personal foul, face mask on East Nashville. That's going to be an S&S Insurance penalty. Don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Call S&S Insurance 686-8334, and that is going to move it inside that High Point Storage red zone for an S&S Insurance first down.
Number 23, Chauncey Anthony, the linebacker, 5'10", 170, kind of grabbed him and pulled him from behind, but what he did, he reached around and grabbed that face mask, and Milan's going to have it deep in East Nashville territory. They'll put it down just outside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, about the 13-yard line, going in right to left. Here's Milan. Power I formation for Milan. Summers, high snap, takes it, gives it to Jaden Pete, inside the 10, cuts it inside the 5. You know what he did. He took it 13 yards for the Milan Bulldog touchdown. Jaden Pete could smell it. The 1st and 10 for Milan at the 13-yard line after the penalty, and Pete would not be denied. He took it 13 yards into the end zone. They hit him at the goal line, but he would not be denied. He lumbers into the end zone. A touchdown for Milan. A touchdown brought to you by Chapel Hill Baptist Church. This kick brought to you by Trimmer's Auto Body as Pennington will attempt the extra point. Good drive by the Milan Bulldogs, started on their own 31-yard line. Kick in the air, and it is good. 9-7. East Nashville, nothing. 2:29 to go in this first quarter. And the first quarter brought to you by Precision Auto Body. Back in a moment on the Victory 93.7.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee. Online at qualityfencejackson.com.
Welcome back, Johnny Hill Stadium. 2:29 to go in this first quarter. Milan takes it 69, a 69-yard drive. Jaden Pete takes it the final 13 yards. Pennington kick was good, and Milan lead is 7-0. And the Bulldogs, Pennington to kick from the near hash. Bulldogs going right to left. East Nashville won the toss, deferred to the second half, and Milan did not have to kick on their first possession. East Nashville was turned away, and here Milan scores on their third possession. Pennington, a little short kick, maybe an onside kick, and they will catch it at the 44-yard line and make the running room across the 45. He kicked like a short kick, just a few yards, by a 10, 12-yard kick, but they was able to field it and move it forward. So East Nashville gets great field position. I'm not sure that's what Coach Comer wanted. I think he wanted it kicked a lot higher than that.
Yeah, looking at Pennington, his reaction to that, I don't think that's what he was trying to do there. Either way, East Nashville is going to have it 1st and 10, great field position from their own 46-yard line, going left to right, going toward the locker room. 2:25 to go left in the first quarter. Bulldogs up 7-0.
Big Gianni Martin, the junior right tackle, 6'5", leads them out of that huddle. Covington quarterback takes it, looking to throw it. He's going to run. Got a running room across the way. He'll go out of bounds out across the way, close to the marker there. Milan just lost containment, totally lost containment. Covington faked the handoff over right guard and then sprinted around the left end and had a running room, but they said he went out of bounds inside the midfield stripe about the 48-yard line. So it'll be second down and 4 for East Nashville. Covington is a threat to throw. He's a threat to run. 6'3", 180, a talented quarterback. Shotgun formation. They run with tempo. Back to throw. Looking, trying to take off, and he's going to be hit, and he gets away enough from another player, and he'll have his first down. Hit twice in the backfield. Covington had the strength to get away from Lincoln Real and company, and he'll have his first down inside the 45-yard line to about the 42, and East Nashville moving it forward, first down.
Yeah, it looked like Michael White had a chance to get him, had a hand on him there in the backfield.
Covington turns, gives it to Fuller, right up the middle, running room, inside the 35, driving, close to the first down, 8, maybe 9 yards on the play. Good blocking up front, that big offensive front for East Nashville. He'd be down near the 30-yard line. They said it is a first down, 1st and 10, just outside the 30-yard line, an S&S Insurance first down. Tempo, Covington takes it. He's going to run it to quarterback, running up the middle, has great yardage there. Just stand behind that big offensive line. Line of scrimmage was the 33-yard line. He's inside the 30. That put him down at about the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup, second down 4. Tempo, the East Nashville Eagles back to the line of scrimmage. They'll fake it. Covington going to keep it. He's hit. He'll hit it, and they'll hit right at the 25-yard line. Had a little bit of yardage there. Now, he does a good job faking to his halfback, coming left to right. He goes off of his tail over left guard and made a little bit of yardage. It's third down 3 for East Nashville at the Milan 25-yard line.
Clock approaching 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs up 7-0. Big third down, 3 to go here.
Tempo for East Nashville. Back to the line of scrimmage. Halfback to the right shoulder of Covington. He'll turn, give it to that halfback. Now Covington kept it, and he's hit. He's hit. Covington faked it to his running back, number 1, Fuller, and Covington tried to get it, and Beef Morris in there to say, have a seat here. Welcome to Milan, Tennessee. And Beef Morris puts him down shy of the line of scrimmage. Again, here's a 4th down for East Nashville. Last time, Milan turned them away at the 31-yard line. This time they're at the 26-yard line. 4th and 3 for East Nashville. The Eagles, 4th and 3 at the Milan 26-yard line.
20-second steps in the first quarter. They will have to run this play with the play clock.
All right, look to throw. Covington go run. Got running room, and he may have his first down when he stretched forward. They hit him at the 25. He lunged forward, and I think he'll have his first down, and they are moving the change.
Yeah, he
brought to you by S&S Insurance.
Yeah, he stretched the ball out. His knee was down, but he stretched the ball out enough to get the first down. They're still running tempo with 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Looks like we're going to have a penalty.
Lincoln Real was signaling something to the Milan bench, and a flag comes out. Now, Covington, the quarterback, are running tempo. They don't huddle. They go right to the line of scrimmage, and a flag on the play. Let's see.
I think actually Lincoln Real jumping up, looking at the Milan sideline, caused the left side of that East Nashville offensive line to move. So Bulldogs are very fortunate there on that S&S Insurance penalty to get a false start on East Nashville. So 1st and 15, clock ticks with 3 seconds to go. It's probably going to end the first quarter, and it does.
That'll end the first quarter, brought to you by Precision Auto Body, as the Bulldogs lead it 7-0, and East Nashville threatening 1st and 15 at the Milan 27-yard line. We'll take a break here on the Victory 93.7.
At Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
And 3A, Dyersburg 14, Covington 7, Westview 15, Melrose nothing, South Gibson, Springfield no score at the end of 1. Centennial leads Henry County in 5A 10-7, USJ 7, Providence Christian nothing, and Nashville Christian leads TCA 14-0. Sam.
Thank you, Robin. We're about ready for second quarter action here as the Bulldogs trying to turn away the East Nashville Magnet Eagles as we'll flip the field. Bulldogs will be left to right in this one, and East Nashville right to left. East Nashville won the toss, deferred to the second half, and not able to get anything going on fourth down, 4th and 11 down at the 31. Last time Milan turned them away, and here's East Nashville knocking on the door again. It'll be first down after the illegal procedure penalty, 1st and 15 for East Nashville at the 27-yard line. This second quarter brought to you by Premier Dental. Covington, the quarterback, talented 6'3", 180 junior. The running back is Fuller, number 1, to his left shoulder. They have twin receivers to both sides, the ball on the near hash, going right to left here in the second quarter. Covington back to throw, being pursued there, gets away from Beef Morris. He's going to run it out outside the 30, be knocked out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. Good job of containment that time. It looked like he was going to get loose, but the secondary and the linebackers came up to turn him away. Line of scrimmage was the 27-yard line, and they put him out of bounds just about at that same mark.
Yeah, great job by the secondary with the coverage there. Covington, when he saw that nobody was open, took off. Pete did a good job to push him out of bounds. Him and Ty Hollingsworth there ushered him out of bounds. Good job. So second down, 15 to go for the East Nashville, going right to left at the 27.
Covington got 3 receivers wide left. Back to throw.
That's
coming. That's going to be another hold. He's going to be hit in the backfield. He'll throw it. He was being pulled down.
All right.
I got a flag on the play. I think the official saw that. Number 9 from Milan was holding on to the quarterback, and he was being held. And so number 9 for the Milan Bulldogs, Tavion Harrell, back to get the quarterback in the backfield. I think we're going to get a hold against the East Nashville Magnet Eagles.
I think we're going to get intentional grounding here, actually, Sam. Never mind. They're going to wave it off, saying that they had a receiver in the area, which he was kind of in the area, but that's 2 times where Tavon has had him in his grasp, and he has found a way to at least get rid of the ball and avoid either a long loss or a penalty there. So it's going to be third down, 15 to go for East Nashville at the Milan 27-yard line, going right to left. 11:46 to go here in the second quarter.
Shotgun formation, twin receivers to both sides. Fuller, the running back, to the left shoulder. Covington back to throw. Rush Cumming, steps up, deep out over here. He's going to be complete at about the 19-yard line. Official said incomplete.
He was
juggling it when he went out of bounds. It was a good route and good pass, but he never did bring it in. So it's going to be fourth down for the East Nashville Magnet Eagles inside Milan territory down near the 23-yard line.
27-yard line. Yeah, Dre Hawkins there for the Bulldogs was there on the coverage through a long out pass, and it looked like that Hawkins, as soon as the receiver caught the ball, hit him, he bobbled the ball and stepped out of bounds. Official was right there to signal it as an incomplete pass. Big fourth down here, 4th and 15 from the 27 for East Nashville. 11:40 to go here. Bulldogs up 7-0. See if we can get some pressure here on Covington.
Covington, the quarterback, 6'3", 180 junior. The running back is number 1, Fuller, 5'9", 180 senior. And Covington, the quarterback, still looking to the bench to get some kind of call from the bench. Fourth down, 15 at the Milan 27-yard line.
Yeah, I think the officials are wanting to get the play clock restarted to 25. There we go. We got that set. So everybody's ready to go now. Clock stopped, 11:40 to go here in the second quarter. Bulldogs up 7-0. Big fourth down, 15 to go for East Nashville from the Milan 27-yard line.
And the Bulldogs turn away again on fourth down. Here's Covington back to throw. Deep route down the far sideline across the way. He needed overthrown in and out of his hands, but he laid it in there, but it was out of the back of the end zone. So once again, a Marine Corps detachment, Jack Holland, fourth down stop. The second one already by Milan here, and the Bulldogs will take over. They took over last time on the 31. They'll take over this time on the 27-yard line. Just a go route. The wide receiver to the right went straight down the line of scrimmage, the sideline over there. He was backed by the pylon, but the ball went through his hands right at the back of the end zone. Not sure he could pull it in had he caught it at all. But here, Milan 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Sonny Johnson, great coverage there, one-on-one. He was step for step for him, did a good job just watching the receiver and not getting called for a pass interference. So good job there. Looks like we're going to have maybe a timeout on the field. East Nashville's a little confused here.
Official picks the ball up at the 27 as if he's going to step something off.
Illegal participation. Too many men for East Nashville. So
5-yard step off. That penalty brought to you by SNS Insurance. They'll be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Call them this week, 686-8334. Go by and let them compare your rates. This second quarter brought to you by Premier Dental. 1st and 5, Milan at the 32-yard line. Bring a man in motion this way. That's Sonny Johnson. He'll come around this way, try to turn upfield. He's hit in the backfield. Nobody touched 22. Absolutely nobody touched number 22. He came running through the line of scrimmage there untouched. Victor Arogby, a senior, 5'11", and he comes in the backfield, and it's all the way back to the 28-yard line. So it was 1st and 5. Now it's 2nd and 9, a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, that time we brought Sonny in motion there. Normally that's a play that Moses runs in motion, but just a handoff there. Summers, he had the option to either hand it off or keep it. That time he handed it off. Good job there by that East Nashville defense for a loss of 4. Feed in at quarterback now.
Direct snap to Jaden Pete. He'll keep it, come around this side. Outside right tackle, cut inside the 30. Still spinning, and a flag on the play.
They're going to get Mason Allen for a block, and there is no way. He turned his body. I thought that was a legal block. Official did not see it that way.
Mason Allen turned his man, and the official thought it was such a good block, he threw a flag on it. Personal foul, chop block,
a crackback block.
Crackback block against Mason Allen, number 75. Pete had it out to about the 35-yard line. Would have been 3rd down and 2 on a direct snap to Jaden Pete, but the hold, and the flag-happy guys in the black and white are throwing them tonight.
Yeah, and this was not one that we've seen, like last week where it's an unsportsmanlike or celebrating or anything like that. This was a good play by Mason Allen. He decided not to, get an illegal play on that. I thought he did a good job of setting his feet, but official didn't see it that way, so I had S&S insurance penalty. Don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Call S&S Insurance, 686-8334 is going to back them up 15 yards because of that.
So 2nd down again, 2nd down at about 25 for the Bulldogs. Summers shotgun formation, brings a man in motion. That's Michael White, right to left. Summers back, turns, gives it to Jaden Pete. He'll have it right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Big defensive tackle there. Nobody touched him, and he had Jaden Pete wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. 53, I believe it was, for the East Nashville Magnet team. That's number 53, Jamari Davis, 6 foot 275.
So ever since the Bulldogs had it 1st and 5 from the 32-yard line, they have gone backwards. So this is going to be 3rd down. We're waiting on the scoreboard to show us how far. It's a long way, folks. Over 20 yards for a 1st down. 3rd and 24, just under 10 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Bulldogs up 7-0. See what the Bulldogs try to do here on 2nd down, if they play it conservatively or if they try to get it.
Summers shotgun formation. Twin receivers left, back to throw. Summers looking, stepping up in the pocket, try to get loose, and he's going to be hit as he tried to get out of the pocket. He'll cross the 15, maybe the 19-yard line, and be put down. Summers still running hard, gets across the 15-yard line, but that'll be all. It'll be 4th down. Milan backed up. Had it 1st and 5, but on the block of the crackback block against Mason Allen, the penalty really backed Milan up, so Milan have to punt it away. 4th down.
Well, it looks like there's a penalty against Milan here to see if they choose to take it or force it to be a 4th down. Illegal formation for the Bulldogs. Looks like East Nashville coaches are going to decline it, so it's going to be 4th down and about 20 to go. They're going to be punting. Let's see, the ball's going to be snapped from the 16-yard line. Summers will be somewhere around the goal line here on this punt.
Fuller, number 1, their talented running back, and 14, Cortez Murphy, the wide receiver, their leading wide receiver and running back as well, will be the deep man. They will stand right near midfield. Summers is going to stand inside his 5-yard line. Needs to get a good kick away here, needs a good snap. Waits for the snap. It's there. He'll pull it down. And a high hanging spiral, good coverage kick. Going to hit at the 45-yard line. Go get a mile and roll inside midfield, inside the 45. Great kick there by Zach Summers, the quarterback from Milan, goes down to the 41-yard line.
That's going to wind up being a 43-yard punt for the Bulldogs, where they snapped it from the 16. Got a good kick and a good bounce. East Nashville is going to start 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line, going right to left. 8:52 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Milan up 7-0. Let's see if that Bulldog defense can stay strong here and see if they can get the ball back. It looks like that we've got number 21. I saw him last possession. Jalen Vincent in there at linebacker for the Bulldogs there. I think giving Carson Kelly just a break here. So Jalen's going to be out there again at linebacker. So 1st and 10 for East Nashville, going right to left.
Ball on the near hash. A 43-yard punt from Summers, brought to you by Trimmer's Auto Body. Shotgun formation, running back to the right shoulder. They'll bring a slot man on the left in motion. They'll fake it to him. Coming it back to throw. Going to go deep. Got a man there, and it's going to be incomplete. Just overthrow him. Sonny Johnson in pretty good coverage there, and he laid it right in there, but just a little bit out of the outstretched arms of the receiver inside the 20-yard line. So all of that for nothing, 2nd down and 10. Sonny Johnson was there, but he had a little bit of a step on him.
Yep.
Had he laid it in the breadbasket, but a little bit overthrown. But we see the arm there of Covington, Dallas Covington, the quarterback, junior, 6'3", 180. He can put it in the air and put it down the field.
And it's so smooth and effortless the way he throws the ball. I mean, that was a 45-yard pass in the air. Like you said, Sonny Johnson right there, just step for step for him. He was going to take a perfect pass there. Luckily for the Bulldogs, it was over his head, so 2nd down, 10 to go.
Twin receivers right, single wide out left, the short side of the field. Covington back to throw. Quick pass over there. Got a man open outside the 40. He'll break a tackle at the 45. Still running. Pete will push him down as he gets into Milan territory, but not before he gets the first down. He was wide open. The line of scrimmage was the 41-yard line. He was wide open at the 45 and then was off to the races, broke the first tackle, and then East Nashville able to get that SNS Insurance first down to the Milan 47-yard line. Quickly, tempo to the line of scrimmage comes East Nashville. Covington turns, gives it to Fuller, the running backs, hit in the backfield again, still stumbling out of tacklers, and he goes down in the backfield.
First man there, Lincoln Reel to get him kind of stumbling there. Beef Morris there to clean it up. It's going to be a loss of about 7 yards on that. Great job there by Lincoln Reel. Excellent job there by Bulldogs defense on pursuit, led there by Beef Morris, number 63.
Running back Fuller was going left to right, got hit in the backfield. Lincoln Reel, he stumbled, and then Beef Morris able to finish him off. So a 7-yard loss, 2nd down and 16 for the East Nashville Magnet Eagles.
And what the Bulldogs are doing here, they're only playing 3 defensive linemen here. East Nashville is wanting to do everything on the outside, whether it's pass.
Covington back to throw, quick pass, he's complete to midfield, breaks the tackle, have the 47-yard line. Back to almost to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down about 11. 3rd down 12, where they put him down just across the midfield stripe. East Nashville in all-white uniforms going right to left in this 2nd quarter, brought to you by Premier Dental. 3rd down 12 for East Nashville at the Milan 49-yard line.
Clock ticks to 7 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Milan up 7-0.
Milan again with that 3-man front. Snap, rush coming. He's going to be, they had him and he missed him. Got a man deep open, it's going to be incomplete. Had a man open there, but he overthrew him. Double coverage there from Milan. Milan had him in the backfield and he got loose. The corner blitz that was wide open for Milan, but missed the tackle. It's going to be 4th down and 12 for East Nashville at the Milan 49-yard line. Again, the wide out to the left, to the post to the middle. He was open there for a minute, even though Milan had double coverage with the corner and the safety, but he way overthrew him. So East Nashville is going to choose the punt. They've been turned away twice on 4th down, so East Nashville is going to kick it from the Milan 49-yard line.
Yeah, they thought about it for a minute about going. They thought, all right, we're going to play field position here, bring their kicking team out there. Milan, look at their coaches. They're playing safe punt, not going to rush, probably not even going to have a return on this.
Jones, the kicker, kicks it away from Sonny Johnson. He gets an East Nashville roll inside the 10, down to about the 9-yard line. Sonny Johnson couldn't do anything but get away from that one. He did the right thing there.
That's like your pitching wedge right there, Sam. You got a little bounce, stop right there. So stop right at the 10-yard line.
In my dreams.
In your dreams.
My dreams.
I've seen that play. That's definitely in your dreams. All right, so Milan defense.
Be nice. Good night.
I'm just giving the listeners an accurate assessment of what I've witnessed in your golf game.
Back to more important things. 6:47 to go in this 2nd quarter, brought to you by Premier Dental. Milan up 7-0. Milan 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line after that 4th down punt. Summer shotgun, Jaden Pete to his right shoulder. Twin receivers to both sides. Ball in the middle of the field. Bring the man in motion, Terrence Moses. They'll give it to him on a sweep. He'll break a tackle at the 5, go across the 10, and loses footing as he gets to about the 14-yard line. Going to be a pickup about 4. We'll see where they put it down. Again, Moses is a slot man on the right side. He goes in motion, and they hand it to him, tries to get around the perimeter, and he gets a little bit. We'll give him 3, 2nd down 7 for the Milan Bulldogs. The ball out at the 13-yard line.
It looks like we've got Pete. He's coming to the sideline to get instructions from Coach Comer. Summers is coming out, so this is going to be direct snap to Pete here. Saw a little beef in. We've got looks like we got Michael White in there. We've got Manny Pittman in there as well. So Pete's going to line up at the direct snap at quarterback. Looks like he's got Hollingsworth right next to him to his right on this 2nd and 7.
snap to Jaden Pete. High snap, but he'll pull it down. He's hit in the backfield, but gets out. He'll cross the 15, out near the 20, and across the 20. He'll have his first down. Jaden Pete was hit at the 15-yard line, said, I'm not going down here. You have to ride me to the first down marker. He takes it across the 20. That first down brought to you by S&S Insurance. Just a direct snap to Jaden Pete. Got behind that right offensive line and got running room out across the 20, the 21-yard line. 1st and 10. This drive started at the 9. So Milan able to get out the shadow of their end zone. 1st and 10 Milan at their own 21-yard line. 5:30 to go here in this second quarter. Brought to you by Premier Dental.
Same formation, Pete.
Motion across the front. Milan looked like the left guard and left tackle was going to go and kind of split and come down the line of scrimmage, and they moved. No doubt about that. So Milan on a 5-yard step off. They were pulling. The left guard and left tackle were pulling, but they left before the ball was snapped. And so it's back to the 16-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15. That penalty brought to you by S&S Insurance. Again, don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Call them at 686-8334. Our friends at S&S Insurance. 1st and 15 for Milan at their own 16-yard line. Summers looks, gives a reverse to Terrence Moses, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage. A little inside reverse that they've run a few times this year, not much, but East Nashville was not fooled.
They were ready for that. That was a good call by Milan there. That Pete lined up as the direct snap. He took it. He's going to do an inside handoff to Moses around the left end. East Nashville was all on it. It looks like he lost maybe a yard, so it's going to be second down. Actually lost 2. Second down, 17. Clock ticks with 4:40 to go here till halftime. Bulldogs up 7-0. They're going to have it at their own 14-yard line going left to right.
2nd and 17. Summers shotgun formation. Halfback to his right shoulder. Twin receivers to both sides. Ball in the middle of the field. Coming left to right. Summers high snap. Turns and gives it to his running back. He kept it. Summers kept it. There we go. Throw it over here to Terrence Moses, and he dropped it.
Well, and he could have. I mean, that was a behind the pass. So behind the line pass. So he could have. Luckily, it fumbled it out of bounds, or that could have been disaster there.
Summers faked a handoff over right guard and then kept it down the line of scrimmage, then raised up and threw it to Terrence Moses down the line of scrimmage or maybe in the backfield, and Terrence Moses was wide open out in the flat about the 15, and he dropped it. So it's 3rd down Milan, 3rd down and 17 from their own 14-yard line.
Yeah, Moses, he had plenty of room. He was trying to run before he caught the ball. He was going to get a good gain, if not even at least the first down on that.
3 receivers wide left. Summers back to throw. Looking, stepping up, going long. Got a man there, and it is incomplete. Double coverage there. Threw it to Sonny Johnson at the 40-yard line, but double coverage there. Only thing Sonny Johnson could do would become the defender there and knock it away. Ball was underthrown, so Milan have to punt again back in their own territory, back at their 14-yard line. The 4th and 17 for Milan from the 14, and the East Nashville Eagles celebrate as they go off the field as they stop the Bulldogs. Bulldogs up 7-0 late here in this second quarter, brought to you by Premier Dental. 4:12 to go here in this second quarter. Zach Summers will stand inside the 3-yard line to punt. Need a good snap here.
I thought they may try to come after this one.
Snaps on the ground. He'll pick it up. It's an end-over-end kick, but he gets it away. And it hits at the 40 and then be down at the 45-yard line. Short kick, but at least got it away from the return man there. Number 14 was the closest man, Cortez Murphy. And again, East Nashville has great field position, 1st and 10 at the Milan 44-yard line. 4:04 to go here in this second quarter, brought to you by Premier Dental. Milan up 7-0.
Like you said several times, too, this is a key drive because East Nashville won the coin toss. They deferred. They will get the ball first coming out of half.
You'd like to keep them from scoring here. You don't want 2 for 1 because they're going to get the ball, as Scott said, to start the second half. They got eye receivers across the way. 2 receivers stacked in an eye over there wide side. Covington gives it to his running back, Fuller. He tries to bounce it outside. He's hit as he gets to the line of scrimmage, and that'll be all. Good job defensively front there by Milan to stand him up. Look at Beef Morris get off the bottom of that pile.
Yeah, and what the Bulldog defensive line is doing is very good. I mean, like I said, they're only playing 3 defensive linemen here, and East Nashville is still not able to run the ball up the middle.
Play made a yard, 2nd down and 9 at the Milan 43. Covington back to throw, tries to run. He'll sprint around the right side. Got plenty of room there. Sprinting to his right side, going to throw. Got a man open at the sideline across the way. Did he catch it? I think he did. And that's the threat of Covington, Dallas Covington, the quarterback. If you give him time, he'll find somebody. And that time the wide receiver got open inside the 30 on the far sideline across the way. And as Covington sprinted to his right, there was nobody in his face. That's an SNS Insurance first down inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. Snap, pass, coming this way. Complete, break a tackle at the 28. Still running is the the wide receiver. He makes the catch in the backfield. He was the wide receiver screen there, but he broke the first tackle inside the 25-yard line. A play made about 5, maybe 6, second down 4 for East Nashville at the Milan 22-yard line.
They're running 2 new players on in this hurry up.
Turns, gives it to the running back. That's Cortez. He'll have running room right up to the middle. Boom!
There's Moses with a hit.
Moses knocked him, but didn't get him down. He hit him hard, but didn't get him down. He's inside the 15-yard line, inside that high point storage red zone. Milan was confused. They were not ready defensively. And Cortez, the running back, who's also a wide receiver, took the handoff, delayed there for a minute, and we got a timeout. Milan's going to take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Security Bank and Trust. 2:47 to go in this second quarter. Milan up 7-0. But the East Nashville Magnet Eagles are threatening inside that high point storage red zone at the 14-yard line. So we'll take a break on the Victory 93.7.
This October, let's put health first, West Tennessee. Whether you need your annual health checkup or it's time for your twice-yearly dental cleanings, let's work together to ensure our community stays happy and healthy. With sedation options to keep even the most anxious patients comfortable and their dental care, Elite Dental Care is here for you and your dental care needs. Call your local Elite Dental Care in Dyersburg, Eads, Germantown, Jackson, Ripley, or Trenton, Tennessee, or visit us online at elitedentalcare.com to find more information about our services. Elite Dental Care. Our smiles say it all.
Back at Johnny Hale Stadium, Sam McElroy, Scott Massey with you. 7-0 Milan, 2:47 to go in the first half. And the East Nashville Magnet Eagles knocking on the door at the Milan 14-yard line. South Gibson and Springfield, no score at halftime. Wow, what a surprise there. Springfield, a heavily favored team, but the Mud at the Madonna is making a little bit of an equalizer, if you will. So East Nashville to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Quick screen pass over here at the 15. He's got running room inside the 10, inside the 5. He'll go to the goal line, and he will score. Wide open. The line of scrimmage was the 14-yard line, and nobody touched him until he got to the 5. Great play calling there by East Nashville. So they're going to get a chance to tie this ball game, and then they get the second half kickoff because they won the toss. Not what the doctor ordered for Milan. Milan hoped to get something going with 2:40 to go in the half. Extra point attempt coming for the East Nashville Eagles. This kicker is number 85, Brian Eckert. This kick brought to you by Trimmer's Auto Body. 7-6 Milan, 2:40 to go. Eckert to attempt the extra point. Snap, placed down, pooch kick, and it is good. 7-7, 2:40 to go in this one on the Victory, 93.7.
Hey, Dad, can you go inside and get a bag of ice?
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
Welcome back, Johnny Hale Stadium. 2:40 to go here in this first half. Second quarter brought to you by Premier Dental. And the Eagles of East Nashville get great field position inside Milan territory on the punt. Milan had to kick from inside the 5-yard line. They take it down, and the 14-yard touchdown pass complete. And the kick was good, and we're 7-7.
Let's see if the Bulldogs here. They got time. If they can get a good return here or get good field position, they've got 2:40 to go, and they got 2 timeouts. Let's see if the Bulldogs can do something here. It's going to start here with this return on this kickoff by East Nashville.
The kicker, Brian Eckert, just takes about a couple of steps and pooches it. We'll see what he does.
It looks like he's looking right at Jay Donaldson down here on 35. Let's see if he kicks it right to him.
He's only 2 steps from the ball. Gets the signal.
That's going to go to
kick. It's going to come to Sonny Johnson at the 20. He'll come across the 25, out across the 30, the 31, maybe the 32-yard line. Goes Sonny Johnson, and he'll be put down there, number 42 on the stop for the East Nashville Eagles. That's Marshawn Bates, a junior linebacker, 5'9", 164. Can the Bulldogs get something going here offensively? We're tied 7-7, 2:36. We knew it was going to be a good game. We knew that you had to play every down, every quarter, and it's 7-7 in this one. So whatever Milan signaled in for the play, Sonny Johnson didn't like it. He just showed his disapproval with his body language there when he looked and saw the play being called, and Sonny limping to the wide receiver across the wide out to the left side. Ball on the near hash, 1st and 10 Milan at their own 31-yard line. Summer shotgun, Jaden Pete to the left shoulder. He'll bring a man in motion right to left. High snap, gives it to Jaden Pete up the middle, upside the 35, inside the 40. There it goes. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. You know what he did. He took it to the house. Jaden Pete, 31-yard line with the line of scrimmage. It didn't take but one play, and Jaden Pete took it 69 yards for the Milan Bulldog touchdown.
Jaden Pete took the handoff right there, ran it right behind right guard. There's C.T. Williamson, big hole. Pete, he just made one man miss and then just outran that entire secondary from East Nashville. There was nobody within 10 yards of him by the time he scored down on this right end zone here. Aiden Pennington on to add the extra point to see the Bulldogs can go up 14-7. Extra point brought to you by Trimmer's Auto Body.
Waits for the snap. It's there. Now we got a play. Got a flag on the play.
Maybe we got offsides here on East Nashville. Let's see. That's just a guess.
Hope it's a good guess.
Let's see if he takes
for the official signal.
He's looking over at Comer. Want to know if he wants to take the offsides and maybe go for two.
Offsides against East Nashville, and Milan, I think, is going to turn it down to have a better angle on the kick. So offsides against East Nashville, turned down by Milan. An extra point attempt coming again.
All right, so we're going to redo it here. 2:25 to go here till halftime. Bulldogs up 13-7 with this extra point pending from Aiden Pennington.
When he hesitated, I thought, oh my, but the official had stopped play. Extra point coming from Aiden Pennington. Snap, it's high. They get it down. He got it up. Good night. They had rushed right up the middle, and he kicked it. Good night. They had a man right in his face. The snap was bad, and the holder, number 84 for the Milan Bulldogs, did a good job. Ivan Brazel would go up and get it and pull it down. Touchdown brought to you by Chapel Hill Baptist Church. Extra point brought to you by Trimmel's Auto Body. So with 2:25 to go in this first half. Milan 14, East Nashville nothing. 7. Back in a moment on the Victory 93.7.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee. Online at qualityfencejackson.com.
FDIC. The Victory 93.7 WTKB Atwood Milan.
Welcome back. One play. Jaden Pete takes it 69 yards. Pennington's kick's good, 14-7. And here's Pennington's kick, a high hanging kick across the field. He'll catch it to 18, come across the 20, out across the 25, be spun down, and then he's got running room across the way and could go all the way. He could take it to the house. He'll be put down at the 25-yard line. They had him back at the 35-yard line, but not hard enough, and he got off to the races, and East Nashville is set up shop inside the Milan 30-yard line. He runs it all the way down the far sideline in front of East. Now, I thought they had him when they spun him there, but he came out of that would-be tackle and would not be denied. It's down at the Milan 26-yard line. 2:14, plenty of time here for the Eagles to make something happen here as the Bulldogs are back on defense again.
Plenty of time here. 2:14 to go here till halftime. Bulldogs up 14-7. East Nashville is going to take over 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 26-yard line, going right to left.
Covington,
the slot receiver, is wide open, Sam.
Shotgun. Going to throw a swing pass over here to the man in motion. He'll break a tackle at the 25-yard line, and then Terrence Moses will put him out of bounds.
The reason he didn't get a penalty, I think, is because he helped him up. But that was a little bit late hit. Good job by Moses, though. Like I said, we missed the tackle for it would have been a loss. Instead, it's only a gain of 1. They have it 2nd and 9 from the 25-yard line. Clock stops because we pushed him out of bounds.
Swing pass out of the backfield to the left. Tyree Armstrong was in good field position, but just swift, just missed the tackle. And Terrence Moses was able to put him down. A 1-yard pickup, 2nd down and 9. Dallas Covington back to throw, looking to the middle, to the left side. It's complete, breaks the tackle. He was hit at the 16, gets to the 14, down to the 12. Bad tackling from Milan. And down to about the 12-yard line. They'll move those chains. Another S&S Insurance first down. And East Nashville, Milan gets the lead 14-7. And East Nashville on the big kickoff return, knock it on the door again inside that High Point storage red zone. Covington takes it, gives it to his running back. He'll try to bounce it outside. And he'll bounce around the right side down to the 10-yard line, cut it back inside to have maybe the 9 to 8-yard line. He hesitated. He swung to the right side. Looked like he was going to be hit, and then he took another speed, another gear there, gets inside the 10-yard line, a pickup of about 4, 2nd down and 6 for East Nashville down at the Milan 8-yard line. They can get a first down inside the 5. Dallas Covington dropped it, and he picks it up, and he's going to be right up the middle, touchdown, East Nashville. High snap that Dallas Covington, the quarterback, took it, went right up the middle, and just waved at Milan defenders. And we've got a penalty here. This is going to be a sportsmanlike on Milan after East Nashville. Like I said, it's just a high snap. He made a good play out of nothing, ran it right up the middle for a touchdown. That entire drive, Milan was without Sonny Johnson at cornerback. He's over here. I don't know if he's got an issue that it happened on the kickoff return or not. But anyway, Sonny has been out. They've been shuffling people in. Official's going to converse over here. It's going to be unsportsmanlike, I believe, on Milan. Might be assessed on the kick. So Milan got the lead with one play, a 69-yard run by Jaden Pete with 2:25, and then the kickoff return brought it all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And just like that, East Nashville scores again on a quarterback run by Dallas Covington, just untouched right at the high snap. I guess Milan kind of froze on that, and he was right up the middle, untouched into the end zone for an 8-yard touchdown.
1:19 to go here. Bulldogs up 14-13, but the extra point is pending here for East Nashville, so they got everything sorted out. Like I said, that S&S Insurance penalty is going to be assessed on the kickoff, so they'll be kicking across the 50-yard line.
Extra point attempt coming. Snap on the ground, but he'll pick it up, kick in the air, and it is good. We're all tied, 14-14, 1:19 to go here in this second quarter, brought to you by Premier Dental. We've not settled anything yet. It's back and forth with two great teams. East Nashville out of Nashville, the Magnet School there, and the Milan Bulldogs were tied at 14. Back in a moment on the Victory 93.7.
Hey. At Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
Located at 9000 West Van Hook in Milan.
$1:19 to go here in the first half. Tied 14-14. Another unsportsmanlike penalty against Milan after the touchdown. Somebody for the Bulldogs said something in the end zone to an East Nashville player. The official standing right there and penalized. So East Nashville is going to kick from the Milan 45-yard line. So the kicker, Eckerd, number 85, boots kick, and it'll be taken by
Jay Cole.
Jay Cole at the 10-yard line, and he's put down and just kind of stood up at the 15-yard line. Just kind of stopped. He got it about inside the 10, came out running hard, but then he just stopped, and he's put down, and now he's laying on the ground. They'll help him up.
We've got a penalty on the field. I think this is going to be an unsportsmanlike on East Nashville. So let's see what the officials say here. They're going to mark the ball at the 18-yard line.
A lot of yellow laundry here tonight. 1:13 to go here in this first half. All tied 14-14. Two great high school football teams. East Nashville came in 6-5 on the year, but the record was quite deceiving because of their tough schedule. Unsportsmanlike against East Nashville. That could give Milan good field position. 1:13 to go in the half. They lost their first 4 games to 4A, 5A, and 6A teams, but then rolled off many wins. Only loss was in their region championship to East Robertson, who was at Huntington tonight, but Huntington's winning there 21-10. South Gibson and Springfield tied at nothing there in Medina tonight.
Sonny back in at receiver here. Good to see that. So Bulldogs going to have it 1st and 10 after the penalty, have 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Got 1:13 to go here till half. Clock says 3 timeouts for the Bulldogs. I believe we've got 2, but we'll see. See what the Bulldogs try to do here. This first down, what they do on this will determine probably what they try to do for the rest of the half.
Summer shotgun formation. Jaden Pete to his left shoulder. Twin receivers to both sides. Ball on the near hash. Give it to Jaden Pete. No, Summers kept it, and he passes over the left flat. It's complete to Terrence Moses. He'll be out to the 45 and swung out of bounds shy of midfield. Great fake there by Summers. He faked it to Pete, raised up and threw it to Moses down the line of scrimmage in the backfield, way to the wide out to the left side, and he's off to the races. Another S&S Insurance first down. Great execution, great play call by the Milan coaches.
And this time, good job. Moses did a good job of making the catch. And then he made a man miss as well to get that first down, and he got out of bounds. So 1st and 10 from the Bulldogs' 49-yard line going left to right. J. Cole coming this way. He's limping a little bit.
Shotgun formation for Summers. High snap, gives it to Pete right up there. Summers kept it inside the 45, inside the 40. He could go down to the 30, down to the 27-yard line. Goes Zach Summers. He faked it to Pete. The defense of East Nashville took Pete, and Summers had the ball. The quarterback tipping around the right side, and he's down inside the 30-yard line to the 27, and 53 seconds to go here in the half. Milan in the huddle. We got to get out of there. The clock is running.
Yeah, Bulldogs got that S&S Insurance first down all the way down to the 27-yard line. Clock runs with 40 seconds to go. See what the Bulldogs try to do here on this first down.
Summers takes it, fakes it, and we got a flag on the play. Took too much time, way too much time.
I think we're going to have a timeout from East Nashville, though.
So with 37 seconds to go.
Offside on East Nashville.
So it'll be 1st and 5, Milan. Line of scrimmage is the 27. It'll be the 22-yard line. 37 seconds to go. Wow, this second quarter has been back and forth at the end here. East Nashville tied it, and Milan on one play went ahead 14-7. And East Nashville runs a kickoff back inside the 30, and they score from 8 yards out. Covington untouched, the quarterback. And then here's Milan knocking on the door again after the penalty. It'll be 1st and 5 for Milan.
Just think, Sam, we had 3 minutes to go here till halftime. It was 7-0. We have 37 seconds to go here till half. It's 14-14. Like you said, a lot of action here in the last few minutes of the half. Officials, I think East Nashville actually called a timeout before the offsides. I think the official said. Yep. So 1st and 10, Milan. They're going to have it at the East Nashville 27-yard line. Clock stopped. 37 seconds to go. East Nashville called the timeout. They called that Security Bank and Trust timeout. So they have 1 left. Milan has 2 left.
1st and 10, Milan at East Nashville 27-yard line. Shotgun for Summers. Pete to his right shoulder. Turns, gives it to Pete. He'll run it forward inside the 20, inside the 15, stumbling forward, be near the 10-yard line, and then finally about 4 East Nashville players have to put him down. The clock will stop on the first down. In 29 seconds, it will stop, and Milan quickly to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 inside that high point storage red zone, outside the 10-yard line.
20 seconds to go.
High snap, fake, Summers. Quick pass over here to Terrence Moses. A little screen over here on the right side, but he underthrew him, but rightfully so. Doesn't have a lot of way to go there.
Yep.
Just confusion on that play. Not a really good execution. Clock stops with 17 seconds. 2nd and 10, Milan at the East Nashville 11-yard line, and Milan's going to take a timeout. So here it is, 17 seconds to go. Tied at 14 in the first half, and Milan's 2nd and 10 at the East Nashville 11. We'll take a break here on the Victory 93.7.
This October, let's put health first, West Tennessee. Whether you need your annual health checkup or it's time for your twice-yearly dental cleanings, let's work together to ensure our community stays happy and healthy. With sedation options to keep even the most anxious patients comfortable and their dental care, Elite Dental Care is here for you and your dental care needs. Call your local Elite Dental Care in Dyersburg, Eads, Germantown, Jackson, Ripley, or Trenton, Tennessee, or visit us online at elitedentalcare.com to find more information about our services. Elite Dental Care. Our smiles say it all.
Welcome back. Sam McElroy, Scott Massey with you. Johnny Hill Stadium, victory 93-7. 17 seconds to go in the half. Milan 14, East Nashville 14. Milan called this timeout. 2nd and 10 Milan at the 11-yard line, but only 17 seconds. 2, maybe 3 plays at most could you get off in this scenario. Pete's going to be the running back. Summers at quarterback. You got twin receivers to both sides of the field. Sonny Johnson is the wide out to the far side, and man coverage across the way. This may be a slot. A turn gives it to Jaden Pete. He's hit in the backfield for absolutely nothing. Now, they did grab his face mask. I think someone's really rode him too long and got him to respond, and so Milan have to call a timeout. 6 seconds goes off, 11 seconds to go. They try to get Pete up the middle, but East Nashville was not going to be fooled on that. We'll keep it right here. Only 11 seconds to go in this half. We're tied at 14, and the Bulldogs knocking on the door, and it'll be 3rd down and 11 at about the 12-yard line. Yeah, I think with not having any timeouts left and only 11 seconds, I think this ball has got to be thrown either in the end zone or to the sideline. I think where we're at right now, we're right on the edge of Pennington's field goal range. This is about where he kicked it from at Halls earlier this year. So we're right in the middle of the field here. Got 11 seconds. Don't have to rush the pass immediately, but you can't take a sack here, and you can't get tackled inbounds, or else that's going to run the half out. So let's see what Coach Comer has up his sleeve here for the Bulldogs offense. Bulldogs tied 14-14. Yeah, big play call here. Important play call, but you got to execute. Summer shotgun, Pete to the right shoulder. Single wide out left. Sonny Johnson just flex to the right. Not very wide, but flex to the right. May do a fade to him over his outside shoulder. Summers brings the man in motion, left to right. Summers back to throw, looking, tried to throw a quick out to Jaden Pete, and he was never looking. Pete never looked for it. He threw it to Jaden Pete in the flat outside the 10-yard line, and Pete was running to the end zone. So a confusion there, and Milan gets nothing out of that. So Milan going to attempt the field goal. Yep. Line of scrimmage is the 11-yard line. It'll be 4th down Milan. Boy, it'd be big if Milan can get points here because East Nashville gets the ball to start the second half because they won the toss, defer to the second half. Brazel's going to put it down at the 19-yard line. Need a good snap, need a good hold, need a good kick. And timeout on the field. I think this is going to be East Nashville calling a timeout here. So East Nashville will take a timeout, brought to you by Security Bank and Trust. 14-14, 8 seconds to go. Milan 4th down. Going to attempt the field goal here. Back in a moment on the victory, 93-7.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee. Online at qualityfencejackson.com.
Back at the victory, 93-7, Johnny Hill Stadium. 8 seconds to go, 14-14, 4th and 11 Milan at the East Nashville 12-yard line. And field goal attempted here by Aiden Pennington. Brazel to hold. He'll put it down at the 19. Snap is bad, but he'll get it down. The kick is in the air. Can he get it? It's good. Pennington kicks it. Great job by Brazel. The ball was on the ground, and he picked it up and put it down. Milan 17, East Nashville 14. Official says that's the end of the first half. It says 3 seconds on the clock. Official said, nope, that's it. And that field goal brought to you by Trimmer's Auto Body, and the Bulldogs lead it 17-14. I think they're going to leave the 3 seconds on there. Officials started to leave the field. They were going that way, and the guy in the white hat said, hey, come back. We're not done yet. Yeah, but like you said, what a great play there by Ivan Brazel, the freshman holder, number 84. It was a low snap. It kind of bounced to him. He got it, put it down. Pennington drove that ball all the way through, hit it through the back of the net. Great kick there for a 29-yard field goal, putting the Bulldogs up 17-14. 3 seconds to go here till half. You got to think the Bulldogs here, Aiden Pennington, maybe just want to squib it here and not kick it to one of their deep men.
Absolutely.
Here. Yeah. Don't want to give them the opportunity to run one back. But you like the way Milan responded. Now, their execution down inside the red zone was not excellent there, but they got points. That's big.
That was the key.
So here's Milan, the kick from the far hash across the way. Pennington, the kick on the 40 across the way. Looks like he's going to kick it across the field. Just try to squib it or kick it short so Milan can cover it and go to half with a lead 17-14. Oh, would you like to be a fly on the wall in these locker rooms to see the adjustments that are going to be made here at halftime? Two great teams, Milan leading 17-14. Last report, Huntington was leading at Huntington tonight over East Robertson 21-10. No score at Medina, South Gibson, and Springfield, 0-0 at half. A line drive kick, and be rolling. He'll field it at the 20. He'll go across the field, cutting up the middle, be hit down and be stopped there shy of the 30-yard line. Good job by Pennington to keep it on the ground and give it time for them to delay the pickup there. So that'll end the first half. Milan 17, East Nashville 14. We'll take a halftime break. Robin will have scores of other games back in a moment, and on the victory, 93-7.
At Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
Mandy Pierce for circuit court clerk. A very, very unusual 67 degrees for the quarterfinals on the 21st of November. If you make it to the semifinals next week, next Friday's supposed to be in the upper 20s, so that'll be more like it. Let's give you the halftime scores for you here. In Class 1A tonight, McKenzie and Richland are tied at 14. In 2A, in the game you're listening to, Milan leads East Nashville 17-14 at the half. Huntington leads East Robertson 21-10 at the half. In Class 3A tonight, Covington leads Dyersburg 21-7 at the half. This one's still got about a couple of minutes to go before the half up at UTM, but it's all Westview as they lead Memphis Melrose 37-6. South Gibson and Springfield beginning the third quarter in a mud bath. No score in Medina in Class 4A. In Class 5A, a good one in Paris tonight. Centennial leads Henry County at the break 31-24, and we're hoping for an all-Jackson championship in Division II. Well, USJ's holding up their end. They're up 24-0 at half over Providence Christian, but TCA's down big. Nashville Christian at the half 27-7 over TCA. If that holds, then next Thursday, December the 4th in Chattanooga, it would be USJ and Nashville Christian for the Division II Class A state title. Again, all the finals and not a lot of scores. We're down to the Elite Eight, and the quarterfinals will be down to the Final Four when we're done tonight, and that'll be coming up after the game on the Milan Prevention Coalition scoreboard. Let's send you back down to Johnny Hill Stadium. At halftime, Milan leads 17-14 over East Nashville with Sam McElroy and Scott Massey.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Robin. Don't forget tonight after the game, Robin will have the scoreboard show of all the scores, not only West Tennessee, but all around, and give you the brackets for next week. The Milan Prevention Coalition scoreboard show tonight after our game. Again, here is 17-14 Milan. Scoring recap, Milan scored first, a 69-yard drive. We talked about having some sustained drives, and Milan on their third possession got that drive going, drove it 69 yards. Pete took it 13 yards. Kick was good, 7-0. Then East Nashville answered a 13-yard touchdown pass with 2:30 to go, and it was 7-7. Then with 2:25 to go, and as Scott said, 24 points were scored in the last 3 minutes of the second quarter. It was 7-0, and all of a sudden, here come the scoring. So with 2:30 to go, East Nashville scored on a 13-yard touchdown pass, made it 7-7. But then Jaden Pete took it 69 yards. The kick was good, 14-7. Felt pretty good there. But here come East Nashville on a great kickoff return inside the 30, and then an 8-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Dallas Covington. Kick was good, 14-14. But Milan able to move it down the field with less than 2 minutes to go. And with just a matter of seconds left to go there, a 29-yard field goal by Pennington, and give Ivan Brazel the credit. A bad snap, but he had to pick it off the turf, put it down, and he was able to make it. So Milan leads it 17-14 here at half. This halftime brought to you by Precision Auto Body, Mandy Pierce for Circuit Court Clerk. And let me remind you one thing. We'll take a break in a minute. When we come back, Scott will have all the stats. This Sunday night, the Milan Community Thanksgiving Worship sponsored by the Milan Ministerial Association. It'll be Sunday, November 23rd at 6 p.m. Be hosted this year at First Baptist Milan. They move it around to different churches. Keith Adams, the new pastor at Chapel Hill, will be the preacher. There'll be great music, great fellowship there. It's at First Baptist Milan this Sunday night, 6 p.m. I love these opportunities. You get to go to church with people who normally go to other churches. You come together as a community, and I encourage you to take advantage of this Sunday night right here in Milan. The Milan Ministerial Association Community Thanksgiving Service this Sunday, 6 p.m. at First Baptist Milan. Keith Adams, the pastor of Chapel Hill, will be preaching great music, great fellowship. Don't miss that. Let's take another break. Come back in a moment. Scott will have stats of the first half here on the Victory 93.7.
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee. Online at qualityfencejackson.com.
At Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
This October, let's put health first, West Tennessee. Whether you need your annual health checkup or it's time for your twice-yearly dental cleanings, let's work together to ensure our community stays happy and healthy. With sedation options to keep even the most anxious patients comfortable and their dental care, Elite Dental Care is here for you and your dental care needs. Call your local Elite Dental Care in Dyersburg, Eads, Germantown, Jackson, Ripley, or Trenton, Tennessee, or visit us online at elitedentalcare.com to find more information about our services. Elite Dental Care. Our smiles say it all.
Office, I will be transparent.
With you in our Victory 93.7 studios. Halftime brought to you by Precision Auto Body and Mandy Pierce for Circuit Court Clerk. Let's give you the scores again. A couple of games have already started the third quarter. Halftime in 1A, McKenzie and Richland are tied at 14. In 2A, Milan leads East Nashville 17-14. Huntington 21, East Robertson 10. In 3A, Covington 21, Dyersburg 7. They finally got to the half in Martin, where Westview leads Melrose 37-6. They have started the third quarter in Medina in Springfield scores with about 9 minutes to go in the third quarter in Medina. Springfield leads South Gibson now 7-0. In 5A, it's halftime. Centennial leads Henry County 31-24. And again, these winners will go to the state championship in Division II. USJ at half leads Providence Christian 24-0, and Nashville Christian leads Trinity Christian 27-7. Again, all the scores across the state, and we'll put the Final Fours together in the semifinals for the Class 1A through 6A, and, of course, the state championship games for Division II coming up after the game on the Milan Prevention Coalition scoreboard. Let's get you back down for halftime stats. Here's Scott Massey.
Thank you, Robin. We're here at halftime at Johnny Hill Stadium. Bulldogs are leading East Nashville 17-14. Neither team has come out yet for the second half. So showing 2 minutes on the clock. We're probably going to add another 3 minutes to it. So special thanks to Casey Moore once again for doing the stats for us. So here's the first half stats. First for East Nashville. Passing the ball, Dallas Covington was 9 of 15 for 89 yards and a touchdown. Rushing the ball, Covington, he ran it 12 times for 43 yards and a touchdown. Number 1, Kenny Fuller ran it 3 times for 9 yards. And number 14, Cortez Murphy, 5 carries for 12 yards. That's a total of 64 yards rushing, 89 yards passing, for a total of 153 total yards in the first half. East Nashville was penalized 6 times for 45 yards. in the first half for the Bulldogs. Zach Summers was 4 of 9 for 40 yards. The leading receiver was actually Jaden Pete. He had 2 receptions for 11 yards. Jay Cole had 1 reception for 13 yards. Terrence Moses 1 reception for 16 yards to total 40 yards. Rushing the ball, Jaden Pete had 8 carries for 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. Zach Summers 5 carries for 59 yards. Terrence Moses 3 carries for 4 yards. Sonny Johnson had 1 carry for -4 yards. That's 17 carries for 169 yards, plus the 40 yards passing. Bulldogs had 209 yards total in the first half. They were penalized 5 times for 50 yards. So pretty evenly matched there. Bulldogs 209 yards, East Nashville 153. Right now, the Bulldogs, the difference in the game right now is that field goal right before half from Aiden Pennington from 29 yards out as the Bulldogs lead 17-14. Both teams starting to kind of come out here to start their stretches before half. So I expect them to put, like I said, 3 more minutes on the clock. So we'll take one more break, and when we come back, Brother Sam will get us started for the second half between the Bulldogs and the East Nashville Eagles.
Hi, this is Patrick McHale, Administrator.
They've got about 4 minutes, 14 seconds to go on the third, and finally some scoring. Springfield and South Gibson are tied at 7. Let me give you the 2A quarterfinals, top part of the bracket for Milan fans listening. Right now in the third quarter, it's Eagleton Academy leading Bledsoe County 10-7, and the defending 2A state champions Marion County in the third quarter leading Gordonsville 21-14, and of course Huntington leads East Robertson 21-10. So that's all of the 2A scores, and again, we'll have the final scoreboard coming up after the game. Second half coming up. Let's go back to Johnny Hill Stadium, third quarter with Sam McElroy, Scott Massey.
Thank you, Robin. And the difference, Scott and I are talking off the mic, the difference was field position. East Nashville, their 2 drives, or their 2 scoring drives were less than 50 yards. They got great return on kicks, and they were inside the midfield strike and were able to score. But, wow, what did you say, 24 points in the last 3 minutes?
Yep. On the 2 scoring drives that East Nashville had, we had a punt where they started inside the 50, and then the other one where they ran the kickoff down inside the 25-yard line. So the Bulldogs defense has done a great job tonight. East Nashville has not shown that they are able so far to sustain the drive, but it all starts with this opening kickoff here. Milan's going to kick off to East Nashville. Let's see if we can keep them hemmed in, anything inside the 30 or the 35 would be great. But let's see what the Bulldogs do. It looks like they're going to start out. Bulldogs are going to be kicking from left to right as you listen. headed toward the John Wayne Tucker Fieldhouse.
I want to give hats off to this officiating crew. Not sure where they're from outside of this area because of being the playoffs. They came equipped. They brought their own microphone system, so the head official, the white hat, has a wireless mic, and he can call the play just like a college or a program. So they're very professional. You know, they're rewarded when you have a good crew. You get to move on in the playoffs, be it football, basketball. So this is a good crew. They seem to really have a handle. You got more officials in a playoff game. When you have that close play like we had down on the sideline a while ago where a player of East Nashville was bobbling, you had an official right there on it.
There's actually two officials right there, one from behind, one in the front, that did a great job of seeing that.
Pennington going to kick, Milan, as Scott said, going left to right here in this third quarter. And then Pennington's going to kick from the near hash, going left to right. This third quarter brought to you by Clemmy's Auto Repair. Bulldogs lead it 17-14 as we get underway. Over in South Gibson tonight, it was 0-0 at half. And now it's 7-7 South Gibson and Springfield. And Huntington leading at Huntington tonight, 21-10. The winner of that plays the winner of this one next Friday night. Pennington short kick. It's on the ground. Good catch. And a great catch there. Again, they get great field position. He kind of line drived it, but number 9 for East Nashville, Deshaun Taylor, able to catch it, and it's at the 49-yard line. And once again, East Nashville gets great field position. Now, I think Pennington was trying to kick it by them and let it roll across there, but he was able to stop it and collar it there. So East Nashville starts on their own 49-yard line here in this third quarter, going right to left in their all white uniforms, gray helmets, and then the burgundy trim.
He dove and made the catch like he was a third baseman catching the ball down the third base line there.
Dallas Covington, the quarterback. Shotgun, man in motion, goes to the left to right, comes back this way. They'll give it to the running back, Cortez.
Beef Morris.
Backfield. Beef Morris.
He's been there all night.
Beef Morris beat his blocker at the line of scrimmage, the point of attack. He's in the backfield and tackles number 14, Cortez Murphy, who was never able to get any steam going. Line of scrimmage is the 49. It's back to the 45, a 4-yard loss. That's great penetration by number 63, Beef Morris, for the Milan Bulldogs.
And good job there also by number 65, Lincoln Real. He pushed his offensive lineman in the backfield to where the running back had to kick it out. Beef right there, beat the right tackle, made the tackle for a loss of 4. So second down, 14 to go for East Nashville.
Covington shotgun, halfback to his left shoulder, sprinting this way. Covington set, looks, rush coming. He's out. He's sacked in the backfield.
Ryder
Smith, big number 55, says, have a seat at Johnny Hale Stadium, and puts him down back at the 41-yard line. East Nashville going the way we want them to go, backwards. Third down and chow wagon. Third down and 18 for East Nashville at their own 41-yard line.
And good job there from the Milan Bulldogs secondary. Covington, when he got that, he rolled to his left, was looking downfield. Nobody was there. About that time, Briar Smith came from his defensive tackle position, made the tackle, made the sack, loss of 4. Third down, 18. I think we're going to see, don't be surprised if you see Tavon Harrell coming from his outside linebacker position, maybe on a blitz here. Third and 18.
Shotgun formation, twin receivers both sides of the field from the near hash. Covington back to throw. Steps up to the middle of the field. And
great job, Ty. No way. We're going to have a pass interference call here.
Goodness.
Ty Hollingsworth did a great job coming from the safety position. I don't know if this is going to be a first down or not, if this is just going to be a 15-yard penalty.
Hollingsworth went around the receiver and knocked his down, and I'm not sure if he had his back arm on him, but it was a great play from our vantage point. I know we bleed purple, but they called interference. It was third down and 18.
Still going to be third down and 3 here. But Hollingsworth coming from his safety position, he had the slot receiver going across the field toward the East Nashville sideline. Hollingsworth came from behind, knocked the ball away, jumped, high-pointed the ball, knocked it away. But they gave it, going to call pass interference and S&S insurance penalty. Don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Call S&S insurance. 686-8334. And high school football pass interference is not an automatic first down. It is 15 yards, so it's third down, 3 to go for East Nashville. Look for Covington to do something here with his leg.
That's the Milan 44-yard line. Dallas Covington takes it, gives it to his running back up the middle. He'll have his first down and more to the 40-yard line. And then, man, it's going to be
close. Where they mark it.
Well, it depends on where they mark it. Looks like Forward Progress may get it, but we'll see.
Yeah, he got right to the line. Looks like this near official right here is going to mark him right at there, and he's already calling for a first down. So an S&S insurance first down for East Nashville. They're at first and 10 at the Bulldogs' 41-yard line going right to left. 10-15 to go here in the third quarter. Bulldogs up 17-13 to 14.
Number 14, Cortez Murphy, limps off the field. Their running back, wide receiver, number 1, comes back in, Kenny Fuller. Dallas Covington, the talented junior quarterback, 6'3", 180 in the shotgun. Fuller to his left shoulder. Twin receivers right, single wide out left. Gives it to Fuller, tries to sprint outside. He's got the perimeter. He'll get around Jaden P to have the 35 inside the 35-yard line. Just literally outran Jaden P, and that's telling you something. Jaden took a bad angle that time from his middle linebacker position, went inside out. It should have gone outside for the perimeter. The play made 7 yards, 2nd down and 3. East Nashville at the Milan 34-yard line.
And they're right back on the ball, ready to snap again.
Quick tempo. There's running back to the right side. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage and put down. They have a yard. Be short of the first down. Number 1, Kenny Fuller, the senior running back.
Good job there by number 21, Jalen Vinson, from his linebacker position for the Bulldogs. 3rd down, 2 to go from the 33-yard line.
Shotgun, gives it to Fuller, right up the middle. Ball's loose. Bulldogs are coming. Ball's loose. Fuller was hit at the 30-yard line, and it knocked it out, and Bulldogs bounced on it, went bouncing down the turf, and the men in purple followed it. 1st and 10. Milan, they turned the East Nashville Magnet team away. 1st and 10. Milan, their first turnover of the night. Milan has a fumble now. East Nashville has a fumble, and Milan will take it 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, when the running back Fuller there took it through the hole, he had enough for his first down there. I don't know if he was trying to change the ball into his hands, went forward. Tavon Harrell there to recover it for the Bulldogs. Johnny on the spot. 1st down for the Bulldogs at the 26-yard line, going left to right.
Ball in the middle of the field. Twin receivers right, single wide out left. Michael White goes in motion right to left. They'll flip him. They'll turn, give it to Jaden P. Looking for running room. Out across the 30, out across the 35, out across the 40, gets the block. 45, 50, and out of bounds goes Jaden P. And a great job by the wide receiver for the Milan to seal off the inside over there about the 45-yard line. And Pete was into the secondary just like that, and he showed the acceleration, that second gear that he has. It's into East Nashville territory. 1st and 10, Milan at the East Nashville 47-yard line.
I was just about to say, Sam, East Nashville there, they are playing 8 men inside within 5 yards of the ball. So if the Bulldogs, whether it's Summers or Pete, can break through that line, there's not a lot there to cover up for them. So once again, they've got 8 guys inside 5 yards of the ball.
Man in motion.
Nobody's even following him.
They give it to the man in motion over here, inside the 50, inside the 45. Breaks the tackle to the 40, and it'll be down there by the Milan Bulldogs. Number 11, Jay Donaldson.
Number 7, Jay Cole.
7, Jay Cole on the catch. He was a man in motion, left to right. Comes in motion, left to right, was in the right flat in the backfield. They swing it to him, and so he is really celebrating.
And when he was coming in motion there, nobody even followed him with East Nashville. They didn't even change their defense. Summers did a great job to recognize that. He faked it to Pete, just popped up, threw it to Cole. Cole did a great job getting 7 yards. 2nd and 3 from the 40. We're going to have a penalty, illegal participation, too many men on the field for East Nashville. So this is going to be a S&S insurance penalty. It's going to result in an S&S insurance 1st down. Bulldogs starting to get a little momentum here. You can see Jay Cole and that those wide receiver corps starting to get excited here. Bulldogs going to have it 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line, going left to right. 8:17 to go here in the 3rd quarter, up 17-14.
You would love to go up 2 scores. In a game like this, to be up 2 scores would be huge. Shotgun for Summers. Twin receivers right, single wide out left, the wide side of the field, and Michael White, the slot man to the right, is going to flip to the left. They'll turn, give it to Jaden Pete. He'll bounce it outside. Now cut it inside the 30, down to the 25, still driving. Look at that man go. Jaden Pete, Mr. Football semifinalist, inside the 25-yard line. Another S&S Insurance 1st down. He had a head of steam. He cut it off the left tackle, then cut it back inside and was driving those legs. He's got some speed, but he's got some strength as well. 1st and 10, Milan at the East Nashville 23-yard line.
And a great job there by C.T. Williamson, big number 70. He was pulling on that, pushed his guy out toward the sideline, toward the East Nashville sideline. Pete ran right behind him, used his speed and power to get that 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Clock ticks with 7:25 to go in the 3rd.
Summer shotgun formation brings Moses in motion. He'll fake it to him. Then Summer's going to cut it upfield. He'll have the 20 and not the 19-yard line. Wait, Milan has been successful with that tonight. The running of Zach Summers has been a little bit of surprise to East Nashville. He faked the sweep to Terrence Moses, who is the slot man on the right, came down the line of scrimmage in motion. He faked it to him going right to left. and then Zach Summers just cut it right off of his rear side, right up the middle. He'll have the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, second down 6 inside that High Point Storage red zone for all your storage needs. High Point Storage red zone right behind there, the Cumberland Presbyterian Church here in Milan. Shotgun formation, turns, gives it to Jaden Pete. He's hit in the backfield. He's trying to break
Still
tackle.
going.
And they tackle him. 1, 2, 3 East Nashville players to put Jaden Pete down. He tried to bounce it outside, but they stayed with him. Play was at the 19-yard line. They'll bring it back to about the 22-yard line. Going to be 3rd down 9. 3rd down 9. Oh, an important play here to try to get some yardage or get a first down. Number 11 for the Milan Bulldogs, Jay Donaldson comes in, replacing Manny Pittman, number 87.
Clock ticks with 6:14 to go here in the third quarter. Bulldogs up 17-14, 3rd and 9 from the East Nashville 22-yard line. Depending on how much the Bulldogs get here, this is probably 4 down territory. Maybe a little outside of Pennington's range right here.
Pete to the right shoulder of Zach Summers. Twin receivers left, twin receivers right. Now they bring Sonny in motion. Summers back to throw. A little quick out over there. It's caught about the 19-yard line, but quickly he's hit down right there. Good pass, good route there. Number 11 for the Milan Bulldogs, Jay Donaldson, but a good tackle there about the 19-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down and 6. 4th down and 6 for Milan at the East Nashville 19-yard line.
Yep. Summers comes over to the sideline, talks to Coach Comer, gives his instructions. Bulldogs offense going to stay out there for this 4th down and 6. Maybe the Bulldogs try something here to maybe draw the defense off sides, maybe try to get a cheap 5 yards. You got to think this is going to be something involving Jaden Pete here or Summers with his.
On that play sheet that Coach Comer's got, they know what they would run in this kind of situation. Shotgun formation for Summers. High snap, gives it to Jaden Pete. Summers keeps it inside the 15, inside the 10, inside the 5, near the goal line goes Zach Summers. Again, the running of Zach Summers, the quarterback. He faked it to Jaden Pete over the middle, kept it, went around the right end, broke it to the middle of the field. He's inside that High Point Storage red zone, knocking on the door. 1st and 10. Milan at the 1-yard line. Another S&S Insurance first down. What a great play call by Coach Comer and his staff there.
And with that high snap right there, it looked like it might be disaster there. Kind of threw off the timing to Pete. Summers kept it as East Nashville was keying in on Pete, as rightfully so. Summers all the way down to 1.
And bring Micah White from the right to the left. Tight formation. Pete in there. Fake it. Summers going to keep it. He's going to walk down, baby. Zach Summers faked it to Jaden Pete. He goes around the right side. Jaden Pete took it to the left, went to the left. Zach Summers went to the right, and he walks in the end zone. Touchdown, Milan Bulldogs. That touchdown brought to you by Chapel Hill Baptist Church. Milan ups their lead now to 23-14 with 4:30 to go here in this third quarter. Extra point from Aiden Pennington attempt coming.
Yeah, that was a good call right there. East Nashville, they had everybody loaded up in the middle right there, keying on Pete or keying on something up the middle. Summers faked it to Pete, took it around the right end, walked into the end zone. Pennington for the extra point.
Now, placed down, kick in the air, and it is...
You know it.
Good. Milan Bulldogs 24. East Nashville 14, 4:30 to go in this third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Clooney's Auto Repair. Back in a moment on the Victory 93.7.
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
Into points, but Springfield has just scored and went for 2 and got it. So they've got about 10:45 to go in the fourth. Springfield 15, South Gibson 14, Sam.
Wow. Great ball game there. South Gibson tonight, 15-14. And Robin will have all the scores after the game here tonight with the Milan Prevention Coalition Scoreboard Show. Bulldogs march it down, 1-yard run by Zach Summers. What a 2 plays. Zach Summers got the first down on 3rd and 6, and then they run it again, faking it to Jaden Pete. And all the East Nashville team thought Jaden Pete was going to have it, and Summers took it in the end zone. Pennington on a short kick, and they fumbled it. Ball's loose. Ball's loose. A little onside kick. Came off of a front man, number 24, but number 3 able to fall on it there. That's Damian Elder, sophomore wide receiver. And again, great field position for East Nashville.
That's okay, though. I like that. You had an opportunity. They kicked that was on purpose, kicked it low, squib kicked right at a guy, the up guy. He did not field it cleanly. It went behind. Fortunately for East Nashville, they had another up guy there make the recovery. But 1st and 10, East Nashville at their own 41-yard line, going right to left. Bulldogs up 24-14, 4:26 to go here in the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Cleany's Auto Repair. Bulldogs fans and sideline getting loud and getting excited here, hoping for a big stand.
Covington shotgun, swing pass in the right flat. Got a man out there. Michael White rushing down from behind. Michael White runs down the speedy number 14, Cortez Murphy. He was the back in the backfield and went in motion to the right flat behind the line of scrimmage and got the pass, but Michael White runs him down from behind for only a 1-yard pickup. Quickly, East Nashville to the line of scrimmage. And motion across the front.
We're going to have a penalty here. I think there's going to be false start on East Nashville. But Michael White, what a play. He was the left defensive end on that. They had ran a little swing pass to the running back out of the backfield. Michael White took a step in, rushing the passer, then turned around and just booked it right after the guy turned on the jet and caught him from behind, like you said, to limit it to a gain of 1. And after that S&S insurance penalty on East Nashville for false start, they're going to have a 2nd down, 14 to go from their own 37-yard line, going right to left. Clock ticks with 2:45 to go here in the third quarter.
Ball on the far hash. Man in motion from the right comes this way. High snap. They'll give it to the running back. He's into the secondary. He'll spin out of a tackle, be shy of the 45-yard line. And Ty Hollingsworth wraps his arms around him and slings him to the turf. Number 14, that's Cortez Murphy, who's been in there as a back a lot tonight. He's their leading wide receiver. And they had it 2nd and 14, and they might bring it out to 3rd down and 7. Play makes 7 yards. It'll be 3rd down, 7. Possession down for East Nashville at their own 44-yard line.
If Hollingsworth doesn't make that tackle right there, there's a good chance that Murphy takes that to the house. So good job there by Hollingsworth. 3rd down, 7 to go.
Snap, shotgun for quarterback.
Lincoln Reel, baby.
And the quarterback is hit in the backfield. Michael White, Lincoln Reel, put him on the turf for no gain. And it'll be 4th down and 7 for East Nashville. I don't see the punting team coming in as yet, but now they do.
Great job there. Great job once again from that Bulldogs secondary. Covington dropped back. He had time initially. He surveyed. Nobody was open when he stepped up in the pocket. Lincoln Reel was right there to force him up the middle. Michael White finished it off for the sack. Great job there by that Bulldogs secondary and defensive line. 4th down, 7 to go, East Nashville from the 43-yard line. They're going to punt or line up in punt formation.
Zachary Jones, the punter, stand inside his 30-yard line. Sonny Johnson back at his 25. Low snap, end over end, line drive kick. Sonny Johnson will come up, field it, pick it up at the 20, come outside, down the near sideline, across the 30, and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. What a heady play by Sonny Johnson. It bounced out of his hands, up in the air, caught it, gathered himself, and then got something out of nothing and runs it out of bounds outside the 35-yard line. So Milan to take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line on the near hash. Milan going left to right here in this third quarter. 2:12 to go here in this third quarter, brought to you by Clinty's Auto Repair.
Jaden Peake going to take his first break of the game here. So he's going to come out. I think the Summers is looking around saying, where's my running back? Moses going to hop out there real quick. Plenty of time on the play clock. Bulldogs going to have it 1st and 10 at their 37-yard line, going left to right. 2:12 to go, up 24-14. Moses in at tailback.
Summer shotgun, Moses in tailback. Wide receiver right, goes in motion right to left. Turns, gives it to Terrence Moses. He'll spin out of a tackle at the 35-yard line and drive forward to the 40. Got something out of nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, line of scrimmage was the 37-yard line, and he gets out to the 40, maybe 3 at that. But a good job by Terrence Moses. Michael White comes back in for the Bulldogs. A good 3 yards out there, out across the 40 of Milan, going left to right here. Milan leads it 24-14, 1:50 to go here in this third quarter, brought to you by Clinty's Auto Repair.
Yep. Pete looking down here, he's okay. He just cramping. They're starting to stretch him down there. Moses going to stay in. He's able to actually gave him a gain of 4 on that. So 2nd down, 6 to go from the 41-yard line. Moses right beside Summers.
Summers shotgun formation. Moses to his right shoulder. Michael White going to flip from the right to the left, up back. Snap. Gives it to Terrence Moses. Going to get around the left side. He's hit as he tried to go right to the left side. And the inside-out pursuit of Nashville.
Oh, no, they got it. They took it away from Terrence Moses
and ran it back to take it for a touchdown. They never blew it dead, and Terrence Moses was being stood up. They never blew it dead, so they take it away from him at the 40-yard line and take it 40 yards for the touchdown.
So Moses took the handoff, went around the left side. They had him stood up. Like you said, the official never blew the play dead, and they just took the ball away and just ran for a touchdown.
I mean, for all practical purposes, the play was over.
Right.
Moses had stopped. They had stopped, and somebody just reached in and grabbed it and took it 40 yards, and then East Nashville down by 10. Now they're back in this ball game on a fluke play like that.
Just like that. You think the Bulldogs are going to have it 3rd and 6 from the 41, and just like that, they take it 40 yards for a touchdown, extra point coming up. Big turn of events right there.
1:11 to go here in this third quarter. Extra point attempt coming. 24-20 Milan. Waits for the snap. It's there, puts it down, and it is good. Good. 24-21. Milan leads it. Lots of time left. 1:11 to go in this third quarter. Back in a moment on the Victory 93-7.
Hey, Dad.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee. Online at qualityfencejackson.com.
The Victory 93.7 WTKB Atwood Milan.
Wow. What a play. Terrence Moses on the handoff was stood up at the 40-yard line. The whistle apparently never blew. For all practical purposes, the play was over. They took the ball away from him and took it 40 yards for the touchdown. Kick was good. The 10-point lead from Milan is now down to 3, 24-21. 1:11 to go here in this third quarter. Kick from the middle of the field on the 40. Short, high, hanging kick. Milan's going to catch at the 20. Moses will have it. Across the 25, outside the 30, and be hit down at the 30-yard line. He just shook one tackler at the 30-yard line and gets out to the 32. He just said, "You're not getting me this easy." What a job there by Moses there.
All right, big drive here for the Bulldogs. Got 1:03 to go here in the third quarter. Clock is stopped. Looks like the Bulldogs have somebody down. Looks like it's Pennington there down in the middle of the field. Let's hope it's just a cramp with him as well. Yeah, looks like he's got a cramp.
Why would Pennington be on the receiving team?
I'm sorry. That
was 21.
That was 21. I apologize about that. Jalen Vinson, he has played a lot tonight at linebacker. He has played just as much as Pete has. Maybe not used to playing as much down there, so need to get him stretched out and going. Important possession. Now East Nashville kind of had their old dabber down a little bit there, and now they're back up. They're celebrating out their players on the field, their defense, and raising their hands. 1st and 10 Milan at from their own 33-yard line, going left to right in this third quarter, 1:03 to go in this third quarter, brought to you by Clinty's Auto Repair. Zach Summers, shotgun formation. Pete in at tailback now.
Twin receivers both sides, ball on the near hash, going left to right here as you listen. Summers takes it, gives it to Pete. He'll bounce it off one tackler across the 35, maybe the 36, maybe the 37. Good hard running there by Jaden Pete. Mason Allen falling backwards as if somebody was hitting him.
So he got pushed, and he thought, well, let me just try to fall back real quick. Official wasn't having that, rightfully so. There was nothing wrong with that. 2nd down, 5 to go. Good run there by Pete. Gets all the way out to the 38-yard line.
Man, he made something out of nothing. They had him right to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, 5 from Milan out to the 38-yard line. Milan's on 38-yard line. Milan, they're all home purple here tonight, and East Nashville all white, gray headgears, and maroon numerals. Turns, gives it to Pete, right up the middle. Cross the 40, cross the 45, cross midfield. He's up in it as he crosses into East Nashville territory, and a great tackle there by number 5, who stands over Jaden Pete and says something to him. Wow.
That may be the final play of the third quarter.
Javante Pitts was the man that made the tackle, and he stood over Pete after he made the tackle. The officials didn't pick up on that. 7 seconds on the clock will run. Milan will let the clock run out. So Milan going to have it 1st and 10 at the East Nashville 48-yard line. This third quarter has been brought to you by Clinty's Auto Repair. Back in a moment for the most important fourth quarter. Milan up 24-21 here at the Victory 93-7.
At
Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
14. And Sam, nearing the end of the third quarter, Huntington still leads East Robertson, but it's a good one, 21-13, Sam.
Wow, what a good one there. The winner of Huntington East Robertson plays the winner of this one. If Milan wins and Huntington wins, it's here at Johnny Hill Stadium. If East Robertson comes back and wins and Milan wins, it's at East Robertson. So big decision here tonight in those two ball games, and a possible rematch, as we've seen many times through the years in the playoffs, possible rematch. But nothing settled yet. Milan up 3, 24-21. Milan had a 10-point lead, and then Terrence Moses got stripped at the 40, and they took it to the house 40 yards. And Milan first and 10 at the East Nashville 48-yard line. Shotgun for Summers. 3 receivers to the left, the wide side of the field. High snap. Gives it to the running back. Pete, he breaks tackles. Look at Pete, to the 40, to the 35, to the 40. Jaden Pete was stood up at the line of scrimmage and would not be denied. You talk about toughness there. This senior leader wants something. He wants to get to that championship game again. And he's inside the 35-yard line down to the 32. They literally had him stood up at the line of scrimmage, and he kept running out of arm tackles to the 32, first and 10 Milan.
I don't like to say a lot of times that it's individual. It's only one person because you have the whole line and stuff. That was all Jaden Pete. He got stood up at the 45 and just took his man all the way to the 33 for a first down.
Summers shotgun formation, halfback to his left shoulder, high snap. Summers keeps it. He'll come down. He lost his footing, and a flag on the play.
I think we're going to get a hold here on Milan on C.T. Williamson.
Summers faked it to Jaden Pete and had the lane around the left side, but as he made a cut at the 30, he lost his footing, and I think they're going to get a hold on C.T. Williamson. A good acting job there by the defender by East Nashville to help the officials see it, because he was really just selling it.
Yep. And fake there to Pete. Summers, he had the option to run it or even throw it here. Had a receiver running parallel with him there. Official was right there to see the holding call on C.T. Williamson. So after the holding call, looks like it's going to be a first down and 20 to go from the 42-yard line of East Nashville. Bulldogs going right to left, up 24-21 in this fourth quarter. Clock ticks with 11:10 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Summers shotgun. Sonny Johnson wide left. Twin receivers wide right. Ball in the middle of the field, going right to left here in this fourth quarter. Has a back to either side. Summers going to come this way. A little shuttle pass to Pete, and they cover it well. Number 23 there, but a little shuttle pass to Jaden Pete, and he's slow getting up. Number 23 did a good job to cover that. He was with Jaden Pete the whole way. Jaden Pete gets up limping, and he's going to come off. Not good to see that. Chauncey Anthony on the tackle there, and Pete's going to limp off. We're going to need him down the stretch in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Pete, he got kind of rolled up on tackle from behind there. Let's hope it's just part of the cramp here. The second down, 21 to go. Good job by them to get Pete from behind on that little shuttle pass. Second down, 21 to go for the Bulldogs at the 43-yard line. Clock ticks with 10:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs are really confused right now. 5 seconds to go on the play clock.
Terrence Moses can't get in position. Finally gets him in the backfield.
And then we're going to get
they're going to call a timeout. Milan had to waste a timeout. Pete came out, and they put Moses in, and he wasn't sure where to line up, and so Milan has to waste a timeout, a Security Bank and Trust timeout with 10:05 to go here.
They're actually calling the delay of game and not the timeout.
So Milan didn't get the timeout. So it's second down in the chow wagon. Good night. Second down, about 26 to go for Milan.
So Milan's going to have a second 26 from the East Nashville 48-yard line.
Again, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 men in the box. Only a free safety in the middle of the field. Here's the snap. Gives it to Moses. He's into the secondary. Inside the 30. Moses! Inside the 30. Up and down. The 20-yard line. Terrence Moses with a quick opener over right guard. Second down and 29?
Second and 26.
26, and he gets the first down. Milan inside that High Point Storage red zone. That first down brought to you by S&S Insurance. Moses is on the ground down below. I think he's going to be all right, but they're going to check on him.
I think he landed on the ball there.
But what a run by just a quick opener. They gave it to him, and he was into the secondary. And you said it earlier, Scott, with so many 8 and 9 men in the box, if you break that,
get through there, yep.
You know, you got some running room, and he had running room there. Moses gets up, and now he's back down. He's cramping up.
You know, on that play right there, Moses, it was just a simple handoff right beside Summers. But as soon as he got it, it's like he was shot out of a cannon. He just took it full speed, ran through some arm tackles, broke through another tackle, and dove for the first down. Got it inside the 20-yard line to the 19-yard line, inside that High Point Storage red zone, but more importantly, a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Offensive line, Lucas Beef Morris, Lincoln Reel, Mason Allen, the center, C.T. Williamson, Big Briar Smith, the right tackle doing their job up front, just a basic handoff. But Terrence Moses hit it so quick. He was into the secondary before you could blink and gets the first down. 2nd and 26, and Milan inside that High Point Storage red zone at the 19-yard line for all your storage needs. It's High Point Storage, located right there behind Milan Cumberland Presbyterian Church by Summit Management. Go by and see them. All your storage needs, great place to put your Christmas decorations or all that excess stuff. You can do it right there at High Point Storage. So, 1st and 10, Milan at the East Nashville 19-yard line. They're going to help Moses off
with the cramps. I think, Sam, I know you keep track of the scoring plays. Let's bookmark that play right there. A big 2nd down, 26. Milan had gone backwards on 3 consecutive plays because of penalties. They were looking at 3rd and 26 from the 48-yard line. That play was just around 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Huge play there for the Bulldogs. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. And we're going to have Jaden Pete back in the ball game now at running back. Moses coming to the sideline. They just switched out on who was going to get, stretched out for cramps. Moses comes out now, Pete going back into the game.
Ball in the middle of the field, right to left goes Milan at the 19-yard line. Twin receivers both sides, high snap. Pete takes it out up the middle of the field to the 10. Inside the 10, he'll go. Jane Pete, he'll have another first down, another S&S Insurance first down. Again, the quick opener because they've got 8, 9 men in the box. When he breaks through, give that offensive line credit again. It'll be 1st and goal Milan inside that High Point Storage red zone about the 8-yard line.
Give credit to Mason Allen, C.T. Williamson, Briar Smith on that right side. Bulldogs going to try to go quick here.
Shotgun for Summers. Feet to his right shoulder. Turns. Gives it to Pete. He'll bounce it out right tackle. Guess what he did? He took it 8 yards for the Milan Bulldog touchdown. Jaden Pete. What an answer by the Milan Bulldogs. The Chapel Hill Baptist touchdown. And Bulldogs answer after East Nashville stripped Terrence Moses of the ball at the 40 and took it to the house. Milan comes right back and scores again. 30-21, 9-10 to go here in this ball game. Extra point from Aiden Pennington, the tip coming.
And on that play right there, their defensive tackle right before the snap, he had shifted over the Milan center to put more men right there over the middle. Pete just kicked it outside right where that guy was. Great job, Pennington, for the extra point, and it is high and it is good.
31-21, Milan back with that two-score lead. 31-21, 9-10 to go in this ball game. Back in a minute on the Victory 93.7.
Hey, this is Chad.
This October, let's put health first, West Tennessee. Whether you need your annual health checkup or it's time for your twice-yearly dental cleanings, let's work together to ensure our community stays happy and healthy. With sedation options to keep even the most anxious patients comfortable and their dental care, Elite Dental Care is here for you and your dental care needs. Call your local Elite Dental Care in Dyersburg, Eads, Germantown, Jackson, Ripley, or Trenton, Tennessee, or visit us online at elitedentalcare.com to find more information about our services. Elite Dental Care. Our smiles say it all.
Worship God with us.
Guys, down to 2:27 to go in the game. Springfield still leads South Gibson 15-14, Sam.
Back at Johnny Hill Stadium, Milan answers the East Nashville score when they stripped Terrence Moses and took it 40 yards to the house. Milan answers that, comes back, and Jaden Peak takes it 8 yards. And what a big play. Terrence Moses, 2nd and 26 to make the first down. Jaden Pete was limping off. They put Terrence Moses in there and a quick opener over right guard between the center and the right guard, and he had the first down. That was the big play of that drive. Pennington to kick from the near hash. And an onside kick again, going to go out of bounds. And they got it. East Nashville able to run up and get it outside the 40. And again, Milan keeps doing the short kick, and it's given East Nashville the great field position. Number 8 caught it on the run. It bounced over the front line. And the Bulldogs were not able to get there. Number 8 brought it up the near sideline in front of the Milan bench out to the 48-yard line. And East Nashville are going to set up again in short field at their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, Pennington, that looked more like a traditional onside kick there with the high bounce. Number 8 for them, like you said, made a great play. He actually broke through the initial line. Keelan Hall, number 13 for Milan, did a great job to corral him there, push him out of bounds. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line, going left to right for East Nashville. Milan up 31-21, 9:07 to go here in the third quarter. Both teams on all 3 of their timeouts.
Dallas Covington, junior talented quarterback, 6'3", 180. Left slot man comes in motion. Got a flag on the play.
I think the receiver jumped for them. He wanted to get a little head start there.
So the slot man, number 1, to the left side, came in motion down this way, but the wide receiver, we think, jumped. Penalty brought to you by SNS Insurance. They'll be penalized for having the wrong insurance. You don't want to do that. But insurance rates today, it'd be worth it for you to compare the folks at SNS Insurance. Call them at 686-8334, and guess what? This fourth quarter brought to you by McDonald's of Medina and Humboldt. Here's the snap. Pass, looking to throw, sprinting to his left. He's got running room across midfield, still going across the 40 down the far sideline. He could score. Covington to the 20. He just keeps breaking tackles. He will take it to the 10, down to the 5-yard line. 1, 2, 3, 5 purple jerseys missed him, and he's all the way down to the 5-yard line. Nobody really wanted him that time.
Yeah, Covington, that was just a special play right there. Pete needs to hurry up and get back on side.
Snap to Covington, gives it to the running back. Trying to bounce it outside, and he's being pursued there by Terrence Moses, and he'll sling him down.
Great job.
Back in the backfield. Did not get outside Moses. He's number 14, the running back, Cortez Murphy, but what a play prior to that for Dallas Covington, the quarterback, to get that kind of run from the 48-yard line all the way down to the 5-yard line. So they sacked the running back in the backfield, and it'll be 2nd down outside the 10-yard line
at the
12-yard line.
On that play that Covington ran, that was a play action. He was going to go deep with the pass. Nobody was open. He made that all-individual effort right there.
Now, looking to throws down, and it is almost intercepted, and I think he caught it. Incomplete.
Ooh.
Almost intercepted by Milan inside the pylon, tipped it away right into the hands of East Nashville receiver over there, but he dropped it in the end zone, about 5 yards deep in the end zone. 3rd down and goal for East Nashville at the Milan 12-yard line. 8:09, clock stops on the incompletion to go here in this ball game. Fourth quarter brought to you by McDonald's of Medina and Humboldt.
Number 3, Tyree Armstrong there for the Bulldogs on the coverage there. He did a good job turning his head. Look at it. If he jumped just a little too early, or he might have been able to pick that off. Either way, 3rd down, goal from the 12. Stop with 8:09 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Covington shotgun formation. Straight drop back, looking, going to get away from a return. Now he's going to run it. He'll be to the 10, and be stood up there and be batting at the 9-yard line. Dallas Covington, this guy is talented. He's so gifted and can elude would-be tacklers as he did moments ago. 5 purple jerseys missed him. So it's down inside the 10-yard line. 4th and goal for East Nashville. They're going to go quick. They look to the sideline for their play. Milan has had 2 fourth-down stops in this ball game. Can they get a 3rd?
You got to think, this is a 2-possession game. Are they thinking about kicking an extra point? They're not. They're keeping the offense out there. Great job, Jalen Vincent, to make that stop him at the 9-yard line.
Dallas Covington has twin receivers left, single wide out right. Covington back to throw, looking. Now he's going to be sprinting. We got a flag on the play. He'll throw it to the middle.
By Jalen Vincent,
and it's incomplete.
We do have a flag. Let's hope this is
maybe a hold against East Nashville,
or illegal
thrown in the backfield,
and it could be illegal formation as well. But Jalen Vincent, back-to-back plays, linebacker for Milan. He made the tackle on Covington earlier to stop him at the 9, but he batted that ball down across the middle. Penalty declined. It was on East Nashville for illegal formation. Tell me what that is, Sam.
That is a Jack Hollow Marine Corps detachment 4th down stop.
Third one
for the Milan Bulldogs.
He had 5 last week.
Wow.
Great job by that Bulldog defense, especially after that long run by Covington. We've seen it time and time again this year for the Bulldogs. They might have given up a long play. They don't give up on the play. Stop him short. other team winds up not scoring a touchdown or nothing at all in this case.
And you made a good point. Why would they not kick the field goal?
It's a two-possession game either way.
Down 2 scores.
Right.
So Milan will have it 1st and 10 from about their own 8-9 yard. Let's say 9-yard line.
Pete's in the game at tailback here. Officials trying to get everything sorted out. Bulldogs up 31-21.
Receivers right, single wide out left, ball in the middle of the field at the own 9-yard line. Bring the man in motion right to left. Snap, give it to Jaden Pete. Look at that running room. Out across the 10, out across the 20, out across the 25. A cutback to the 35. He's carrying a tackler with him. Look at Jaden Pete. Just take a tackler with him. Say, come on, go to the house with me. Jaden Pete all the way out to midfield. An 8-yard. He was at the 9-yard line. He runs it all the way out near midfield. We got an East Nashville player down on the field.
Jaden Pete just took that handoff, and he was gone to the out to the 48, just driving guys. Great job there by that offensive line from the Bulldogs. Jacoby Wilkes, Beef Morris, Mason Allen, C.T. Williamson, Briar Smith. Give them boys up front a lot of credit. Pete, when he busted that line, nobody even touched him until he got to about the 30, and he was dragging that defender all the way to the Milan 48.
All the way to the 48, and was literally dragging tacklers from the 30, 18 more yards. So a player is up. That's number 23 for East Nashville. That's Chauncey Anthony. He's had a great game tonight. The 5'10", 170-pound senior linebacker is able to run off. So Milan will come back to the field now after they're over talking to their coaches. A first down Milan at their own 48-yard line. 7:09 to go in this one. Milan up 31-21. Huntington leading over East Robertson 21-13 over at Huntington.
Let's see if this is where Coach Comer wants Summers maybe to run a few more seconds off the play clock here. We're under 7 minutes to go here in the ball game. Bulldogs up 31-21, 1st and 10 from their own 48. Looks like they are starting to get into this end of the game mode here where they just want to run the ball and run the clock as well.
Someone's in shotgun, peek to his right shoulder. Twin receivers left, the short side of the field. The wide out to the left goes in motion. He'll take it, throw it to a swing pass over there to number 7. He'll cut it up inside the 50, down to about the 47-yard line. Line of scrimmage was the 48-yard line. And what a great play call. Everybody's looking for Pete. Yep. They fake it to Pete. Number 7 for the Milan Bulldogs goes in motion. Jaden Cole left to right. They throw it, swing it to him in the backfield. He makes positive yardage, 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down 6 for Milan at the East Nashville 48-yard line.
I mean, that's just like a little sweep, little toss play. Right there to J. Cole. No one goes with him in motion. He catches it, turns it upfield, gain of 4. Bulldogs doing a little changing sides here, but it's also running some clock as we are under 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Clock ticks, 2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs at East Nashville.
Shotgun, they bring a man in motion. That's Terrence Mose. No, excuse me, that's Jaden coming this way. They give it to Pete inside the 45, inside the 40, over the would-be tackler there at the 35, near the 31-yard line. And what a good run again by number 5, Jaden Pete. He just got determination on his mind tonight.
Earlier in the game, we were having success running behind the right side of the line. Now we're having success around the left side of the line. That just means the line just whipping them up front. Clock ticks, 5:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. 31-21 Bulldogs, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the East Nashville 33-yard line, going right to left. Summers coming over here to Coach Comer. That's just to get some final instructions and also maybe run some more time off the clock.
I can't say enough about the offensive line.
Offensive line, they're just whipping them now.
I mean, the defensive line of East Nashville is huge. They're huge. And Milan offensive line having their way tonight. High snap. Summers gets it, gives it to Pete, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Pete wouldn't no gain on that. Pete, he originally looked over at the sideline earlier and said, hey, maybe a break here, so I thought Summers might actually keep that on that play. Either way,
the high snaps are taking the rhythm of the plays.
Yep.
It just takes the rhythm of the play. They've got to get a handle. It's too late in the season to have that many high snaps. So play of the game, 2nd down 10, Milan at the East Nashville 33-yard line, 4:35 and the clock running to go in this fourth quarter, brought to you by McDonald's and Medina and Humboldt. Something good to eat tonight. Summers in the shotgun. Pete to his right shoulder. They'll bring Micah White from the right to the left, set up as a blocking back there. Snap, high snap again. Gives it to Pete. He finally gets it away from Summers. Summers had to get a hold of it and gives it to Pete, and they'll fail to gain again. 2 high snaps. And Summers was fortunate to go up and rebound it, if I could use that word, and pull it down. But it just tore the rhythm of the play up. And it's 3rd down 10 from Milan at the 33-yard line of East Nashville. Clock will run with 3:55 to go here in this ballgame.
And East Nashville play before that, they took out a safety and brought in a new defensive line. So right now they're playing 9 men in the box. They're playing 9 men within 5 yards of the box, right up the middle. Let's see what the Bulldogs
Nobody
do.
in the secondary. Nobody in the secondary. And in motion left to right. Summers gives it to the running back. Jaden Pete, he will take it to the house. Jaden Pete will take it to the house. 33 yards for the Bulldog touchdown with 9 men in the box. We say it again and again. Once you penetrate the front, you're gone. 33 yards, Jaden Pete. He got to the 10-yard line and just slowed up and walked in the end zone. Wow.
That one right there, right behind C.T. Williamson and Briar Smith on that. Great job there by Jaden Pete. Casey Moore leans over and tells me, he says, that's 175 yards right now.
Let's see,
in the second half alone.
You may not be old enough to remember Dandy Don Meredith on Monday Night Football when he used to sing, "Turn out the lights, the party's over."
Hayden Pennington.
Extra point is up. Good. And it's good. 3:28 to go in this one. It's all Milan now. 38-21 over the East Nashville Magnet team, and we're back in a moment on the Victory 93.7.
Security.
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
The ball in Milan, incredibly, looks like they're going to play a 10th home game this year as Huntington leads East Robertson 42-20 late in the fourth. So Milan again would play a 10th home game, a final one against Huntington, it looks like next Friday, Sam.
Wow, the old playoff rematch, Milan and Huntington. How many times, Robin, have we seen that? Either here at Paul Ward Stadium and a rematch from the season now in the playoffs. Milan probably playing Huntington, hosting them here next Friday night on Thanksgiving Friday night. Pennington the kick, a short bouncing kick. They'll go down to the 35. They'll field it there, go across the field from right to left. Got running room there and being pursued there. They'll be put down at the 45-yard line of Milan. And again, East Nashville gets great field position. The only problem is only 3:21 to go, and Milan up 38-21. Bulldogs up with 3:21 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs up 38-21. East Nashville is going to take over 1st and 10 at the Bulldogs' 43-yard line, going left to right. Both teams still have their 3 timeouts available, so it's not over yet the way that East Nashville can score and score quickly throwing the ball, so still a lot of time left in this ball game here. Of course, the Mr. Football award winners are based on season totals, not playoffs. So all of this that Pete's done these last 3 weeks will not be under consideration for the Mr. Football award. Covington back to throw. Rush Cummings steps up. He's looking downfield, going to throw long across the way. Got a man there, and it is complete at the 5-yard line. I think there's no official there.
Yeah, he called it complete.
There's an official up at the 35, an official on this side of the field, and they call it complete, but I don't really know that they know. They wasn't even anywhere close. 1st and goal for East Nashville in High Point Storage red zone. Boy, that shows what Dallas Covington can do with that arm. At the 5-yard line, Covington going to keep it, going to turn it inside. He'll be hit shy of the goal line and put down there, and the clock will run with 3 minutes to go in this ballgame.
Good job, Pete, there to save the touchdown. Covington got all the way down to the 2-yard line. 2nd down, goal to go from the 2. Clock is running under 3 minutes to go here in the ball game. Bulldogs up 38-21.
Covington turns, gives it to the running back. He's hitting the backfield. It's set up. Pete hit him back at the 5-yard line. What a job, Pete, there to slow him up and beat Morris there to finish him off.
That's right.
Back at the 5. They had it inside the 5. They'll put it down there. It'll be 3rd down and goal for East Nashville. Now they say forward progress to the 4. That's a gracious spot. 3rd down and goal at the 4-yard line. And then inside that High Point Storage red zone again.
Yep, like I said, Pete, he just shot through to initially make contact with the running back. Beef Morris there to clean it up.
Pistol formation, running back behind the quarterback. They'll give it to him in the backfield. He'll try to sprint outside.
No, sir.
And he's hit inside the 10-yard line. And number 14, Cortez Murphy, not able to get around the outside. Number 3 for the Milan Bulldogs puts him down, Tyree Armstrong, and another 4th down for East Nashville. They ran a pistol formation. That's when the back is behind the quarterback. He tried to get around the left side and could not break containment. And now it's out to the 10-yard line. 4th and goal at the 10.
And the clock runs, 1:45 to go.
Can the Bulldogs get another 4th down stop? They have 3 on the night tonight. The quarterback, straight drop, looking, sprinting, looking this way. Man goes down, got a hole there. He'll throw it in the end zone. It's incomplete. Got a hold in the backfield. Milan will turn that down, and that will be another Jack Holland Marine Corps Detachment 4th down stop, number 4 for Milan tonight. Holding against East Nashville, the official with the white hat says it's turned away, and Milan will take over 1st and 10 with 1:31 to go here in this one, and the Bulldogs are going to win this one and move on to the semifinals to host the Huntington Mustangs. Oh, my. Another rematch next Friday night on Thanksgiving Friday right here at Johnny Hill Stadium. I'll make my way down to the field. Scott will take you home here on the Victory 93.7.
Bulldogs going to be victorious tonight. Like you said, they're going to move on to the semifinals where they will host the Huntington Mustangs next Friday night here at Paul Ward Stadium. We've got 1:31 to go here in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs are up 38-21. Bulldogs, after that 4th down stop, that Jack Holland Marine Corps Detachment 4th down stop, they'll take over 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. Summers in shotgun formation, receiver on either side. Pete behind Summers. He's going to take the snap, and he's just going to stand there, and the clock's going to run, and he is going to kneel down. Let's see if East Nashville is going to use a timeout or not. They are not going to use a timeout. So the Bulldogs are going to move to 12-0 on the year. Jaden Pete, what an outstanding performance tonight on the offense. The Bulldog defense, a wonderful job tonight, only giving up 2 touchdowns. The defense did. Great job from that secondary and that defensive line as well from the Bulldogs. Offensive line as well. Great job, great push up front as we go under 1 minute to go. Bulldogs up 38-21. Summers going to line up in shotgun here. 2nd down, 14 from the 6. Play clock's at 3. He'll take the snap, and he will down it about the 2-yard line. And the clock is under 40 seconds, so they will not have to run another clock. Bulldog crowd starting to get to their feet, come to their feet, cheer on the Bulldogs as they will win tonight. In the 3rd round of the TSSAA playoffs, Bulldogs move on as they will win tonight 38-21, and they will face the Huntington Mustangs, a familiar opponent they'll face here at Johnny Hill Stadium, like I said, next Friday night after Thanksgiving. So on Thanksgiving, eat all your food, get stuffed, get full, and then get on over here on Friday night. Let's hope the weather is going to cooperate. Robin will tell us more about that maybe about for next week. But final score from Johnny Hill Stadium, Bulldogs win 38-21. We'll take a break and come back and hear comments from Coach Comer with Brother Sam on the Victory 93.7.
We'll get you down to Johnny Hill Stadium on the field with Sam McElroy and Coach Wade Comer coming up. Let's give you some scores, and you know the quarterfinals is exciting, and this is great. Let's start in 1A. McKenzie kicks a field goal with 3 seconds to go, and the Rebels are into the semifinals. They beat Richland 24-21. McKenzie will be at home next Friday against Fayetteville. In Class 2A, of course, Milan wins tonight 38-21 over to East Nashville. It's late in the fourth. Huntington leads East Robertson 42-20. So, as I mentioned, Milan will play a 10th home game this season coming up Friday night, next Friday, hosting the Huntington Mustangs. By the way, the upper bracket of that 2A semifinal next week is defending champion Marion County against Eagleton Academy. In 3A tonight, Covington has beaten Dyersburg 42-21. Covington will go to Westview next Friday night as Westview beats Melrose 44-6. It is overtime in Medina. South Gibson and Springfield tied at 21. Springfield led 21-14 with 22 seconds. South Gibson hit a long pass, scored, and now they're in overtime in Medina, tied at 21. By the way, the winner of that game will go to Pearl Cohn next week as they have beaten Marshall County. Our 5A representative, Henry County, in a lot of trouble. They're down 45-24 late in the fourth quarter, and it is set the Division II Class A state championship game on December 4th. It'll be USJ against Nashville Christian. USJ beats Providence Christian tonight in their game by the score of 24-6. Well, it's not a final, but it's still going, but USJ is going to win, and Nashville Christian has beat TCA 41-7. So that's a final, but we're watching South Gibson. They're in overtime tied at 21 with Springfield. Let's go back to Johnny Hill Stadium. Here's Scott Massey.
Thank you, Robin. Where the Bulldogs are victorious tonight, 38-21. They have defeated the East Nashville Eagles here in the quarterfinals of the TSSAA playoffs. We are waiting for Coach Comer to get ready for Brother Sam down there and to get some comments from him. But the Bulldogs, behind a strong effort from Jaden Pete, he is going to be our premier dental star of the game tonight. Jaden Pete just dominant, along with that offensive line. After Sam talks with Coach Comer, and we'll take a break after that. We'll come back with stats and everything and talk about that. Looks like Sam's ready with Coach Comer, so we're going to throw it on down to Sam. And, Sam, you can just take it away.
Thank you so much. Down here on the field with Coach Wade Comer. Coach, what a big win tonight. Highly favored East Nashville at the beginning of the season. You talked about them in the summer to me and how good they were. Your Bulldogs answered the bell tonight.
Hey, they did. They came out and played their rear ends off. I mean, we had a bunch of stuff go wrong, and they've got an excellent football team, excellent program, and we knew they was going to make plays, and we responded the right way. I mean, our kids hung in there, fought, scratched, whatever it took, and you can't say enough about them.
I mean, you just kept changing players. When Terrence Moses came in at 2nd and 26 and got that first down, that was an amazing. I mean, it's right up the middle.
I mean, they were not going to be denied, and that's who they are. I'm proud of them, and we've came a long ways, and they're a special group now. They're a special group.
You told me something last night on the phone that came through tonight. You said they're going to pack the box if we can get through there, and that happened tonight. You had a running back time after time break through and make long runs and score.
Oh, yeah, and Zach did an excellent job of pulling the ball, when we got the opportunity, and then hitting them little bubble screens and stuff on the outside, which allowed them to, they had to honor that and then spread back out, and when they did, we was able to take advantage of it.
So I got to ask you, standing over here behind me is all these Hogs, the starting offensive line. They did a well of a job tonight.
Hey, we took a lot of heat early on, but they're coming together and right at the right time, and they're dominating up front. I mean, I don't know if that video does justice how big that front was, and, they got D1 players all the way across the front, and this bunch of men right here got after them now. That nasty and half line and hitting all summer and everything else, it's paying off, and I'm proud of them.
Congratulations, the offensive line, our premier dental players of the game tonight. They did a great job. I got to ask you, I've done this a long time. It's another Huntington-Milan rematch.
Oh, yeah, dog and pony show again. And, Huntington's going to be fired up. We won that first one, and Coach Swenson and them do an outstanding job. And, they got a chip on their shoulder, too, and they're out to prove something. And, it's going to be – you won't be able to stir a stick in here next week because, I've been to a bunch of them on Thanksgiving, semifinal games when I was a kid and everything. This place will be packed. I know Mustangs will be packed. It's going to be a good show to be a part of.
I know you'll enjoy it tonight. Back to work tomorrow.
That's right.
Congratulations.
All right. Thank you.
Coach Wade Comer, winners tonight over the East Nashville Magnet team. They come in highly regarded, picked as the number one team back in the early fall, but the Bulldogs put them away tonight. Back to you, Scott.
Thank you, Sam, and it was great to hear comments there from Coach Wade Comer, and also giving those offensive linemen some credit there. And we just ran behind them all night. Great job by them. Bulldogs victorious tonight, 38-21. We'll take a break and we'll come back and we'll talk about final stats, talk about it the fifth quarter, and then maybe talk a little bit about next week's game with the Huntington Mustangs.
Faith.
First ever semifinal trip in school history, as Springfield had the ball first in overtime. They throw the interception, so all South Gibson needs is a field goal to win the game. It's 21-21 at overtime, but Springfield throws the interception. And again, if the Hornets can win, they would play in their first ever semifinal in school history. They would make the trip to a Nashville Pearl Cone next Friday night. South Gibson has just won the game 27-21, so the Hornets have won 9 in a row. They, for the first time ever, will go to the state semifinals. They will go to Pearl Cone next Friday night, as South Gibson has just won in overtime 27-21 after the interception on Springfield's first possession. What a win for Ben Johnson's team. Let me give you the finals and what we've got so far tonight. McKenzie kicks a field goal with 3 seconds to go. They beat Richland 24-21. McKenzie will host Fayetteville next week in the semifinals. In Class 2A, of course, it's Huntington Milan. Again, the Milan's 10th and final home game next Friday night at Johnny Hill Stadium. The upper part of that 2A bracket is the defending champion Marion County will travel to Eagleton Academy. In 3A, these two know each other very well. Westview will host Covington next Friday night in Martin. Covington beat Dyersburg 42-21. Westview over Melrose 44-6. South Gibson will go to Pearl Cone next Friday night. The Hornets win in overtime over Springfield 27-21, their first ever trip to the semifinals in high school football and school history. 5A is done for West Tennessee, as Nashville Centennial has beaten Henry County tonight 45-24, and there will be a West Tennessee team play for a state championship on December 4th in Chattanooga, as the USJ Bruins will play Nashville Christian for the Division II Class A championship. USJ, with about 2 minutes to go, leads Providence Christian 31-12, and Nashville Christian has beaten TCA 41-7. But the South Gibson County Hornets have won 9 in a row, and they will play in their first ever state semifinals next Friday night at Pearl Con, and Milan and Huntington. Sam, by the way, I just want to let you know it was 60. It's still 67 degrees right now, but Milan Huntington weather is coming next Friday night because the low next Friday night right now projected at 29 degrees, Sam.
Robert, yeah, I'm trying to remember what year it was. You and I were over there.
2004.
And that's the coldest I've ever been at a ball game. They put us on top of the press box, and I had that little space heater, and it didn't
Scott, we should have left it at his house. Did absolutely no good. Absolutely not. And if you remember, Steve was videotaping at the time for Milan, and his face looked like it had been in a meat locker. And Sam and I had to get there early because, I had to go on the air with 5 back then. And we've seen some cold ones. We've seen some blowing rain going sideways, and Milan fans there 2 or 3 hours before the game. And, gosh, next Friday, and, they'll get here early next Friday, Sam. And right now the weather looks dry. It looks cold, but should be a fun night next Friday night.
Dog and Pony Show, come again, a rematch in the playoffs. How many times, Robin? Milan and Huntington rematching through the years, and times that Milan won it should have been Huntington, and Huntington won when it should have been Milan, so it'll be a great one next Friday night. Milan wins it going away here tonight over the East Nashville Magnet team out of Nashville. Early on, I got to say it, Coach Comer told me back in the summer and early fall that this was the team. They were favored to win the AA championship, even though they started 0-4 against tough competition, 4A, 5A, and 6A teams, and they were picked to win it, and then Milan turned them away tonight. So talented. Dallas Covington, that quarterback, oh, my gosh, he's so good. And they were so big up front, but our offensive line, Scott, did such a whale of a job here tonight. They're the the premier dental star of the game, the offensive line from Milan, and rightfully deserving so. Yeah, not too much more you can say about that offensive line tonight. Like you said, if you just line them up, you think, all right, they're going to have their work cut out for them. And they did, but they were pushing. The Milan offensive line was just pushing them around all night, left side, right up the middle. And you could tell that we were getting the best of them there, and very deserving to that Milan offensive line for the premier dental star of the game. Scoring recap for the second half. At halftime, it was Milan 17-14. Pennington kicked a 29-yard field goal as time expired at the end of the half, and give Ivan Broswell the credit. A bad snap, picked it off the turf, got it up, and Pennington kicked it through. Milan went to the locker room 17-14, and Scott made the point. The last 24 points were scored in the last 3 minutes of the second quarter. It was 7-0 and 7-7, and then here came the score, and 17-14 at half. So then in the second half, 4:30 to go in the third, Zach Summers took it 1 yard, and what a game Zach Summers had tonight, faking to Jaden Pede. They're keying on Pede, and he would make great runs. This run, the quarterback run, was a 1 yard run, and Milan up 24-14. With 1:11 to go in the third, Terrence Moses is running around left end, going left to right, was stood up at the 40, and apparently no whistle. They took the ball away from him and took it to the house. A 40-yard touchdown run. The kick was good, and East Nashville was back in it, 24-21, but the Bulldogs kept answering in the fourth quarter, 9:10 to go. Jaden Pete took it 8 yards for the touchdown, but that's not the big play. The big play was just before that. Milan had it 2nd and 26, and Terrence Moses made a first down from Milan at the 12, and then Pete took it in from the 8. That 2nd and 26 will forever live in my mind, what Terrence Moses did. That's a huge play in the game right there. East Nashville had just got the momentum from taking that takeaway away and scored on defense. Milan was trying to get it back and sustain a drive. Milan had moved it down to around the 30-yard line. Then they had a penalty, and then they had gotten only a loss of 1 and then another penalty. So everything was favoring and teetering in East Nashville's direction right there on that 2nd and 29. Pete had come out for cramps. Moses comes in, takes the handoff, and just shot out of a cannon and just breaks through some tackles and dives for the first down and gets it all the way inside the red zone. And 2 plays later, Jaden Pete for a touchdown. And then with 3:28 to go in the game, Jaden Pete just put it away, 33-yard touchdown run. He got through. And Coach Comer told me last night in a conversation, they'll put 8, 9 men in a box. If we can get through that, we'll be fine. And Pete got through it. It was wide. He got to the 10 and just walked in. There was nobody out there. And Milan up 38-21, and they wins it 38-21. And that sets up the big rematch next Friday night, Thanksgiving Friday, right here, Johnny Hill Stadium, the Dog and Pony Show. the Mustangs of Huntington, the Dogs of Milan come here. And it'll be so many people here next Friday night, not only Huntington Milan folks, but folks around West Tennessee who just want to see a game. And that's going to be a great one. Got more to say in a minute. We continue with our Gene Langley post-game show again. The Premier Dental star of the game, the offensive line for the Milan Bulldogs. Scott, you got final stats. Final stats here, and thanks once again to Casey Moore for these stats tonight. First, we'll start with the East Nashville Eagles. Passing the ball, number 10, Dallas Covington, outstanding quarterback. He was 11 of 20 for 127 yards and a touchdown. Rushing the ball, Dallas Covington was also their leading rusher. Ran the ball 17 times for 92 yards and a touchdown. Number 1, Kenny Fuller had 5 carries for 17 yards. Number 14, Cortez Murphy had 6 carries for 11 yards. Total, they had 28 carries, 120 yards as a team, plus the 127 for passing for a total of 247. For the Bulldogs tonight, passing, Zach Summers, he was 8 of 13 for 52 yards tonight. And the leading receivers, you had Jay Cole tonight, had 3 receptions for 24 yards. Jaden Pete had 3 receptions for 10 yards. Jay Donaldson, 1 reception for 2 yards. Terrence Moses, 1 for 16 yards for a total of 52. Rushing the ball, Jaden Pete, 21 carries, 285 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Zach Summers, this was his best rushing night as well tonight. 10 carries, 73 yards and a touchdown. Terrence Moses, 4 carries for 36 yards. Sonny Johnson, 1 carry for -1. Bulldogs ran it 38 times for 393 yards, plus the 52 yards passing for the total of 445 yards total. Bulldogs tonight, they had 8 penalties for 80 yards. A lot better job tonight. They only had one penalty that you can look back and say, why did you do that? And unsportsmanlike at the end of it. The rest of them were hustle penalties, hustle plays. You can't really fault them for that. So, much better job controlling themselves tonight and not getting as many costly penalties like that. East Nashville, they also had 9 penalties for 6 yards, but a great job. And if you look at the stats, obviously they favor Milan, but you can really look back and say in the second half that Milan defense, they really just shut down East Nashville. The only points East Nashville scored in the second half came because their defense scored a touchdown. They got close a couple times in the red zone, and even in the goal line, the Bulldogs defense just turned them away every time. You can tell that the Bulldogs are taking pride in that, and they don't want to give up any points if they don't have to, no matter where how far the defense or the offense gets down there. So great job tonight by the Bulldogs offense and defense, and thank you once again to Casey Moore for these stats tonight. Yeah, 4 fourth down stops from Milan defense, turning East Nashville, a talented East Nashville team. The record is 6-5, but they're a lot better than 6-5, and Milan turns them away tonight, 38-21. We continue with the Gene Langley post-game show again. Our Premier Dental stars of the game was the offensive line from Milan. It could have been Jaden Pete. He was the player of the game last week, many weeks, and 289 yards rushing tonight. But the offensive line really did a whale of a job, and we're happy to award them. Hey, our fifth quarter moment. Before I do that, let me remind you, the Milan Community Thanksgiving Worship Service, Sunday night, November 23rd, this Sunday night, 6 p.m., sponsored by the Milan Ministerial Association, be at First Baptist Milan. Keith Adams, the new pastor at Chapel Hill Baptist, will be the preacher. It'll be great music, great fellowship, a great time to come together with the community. You may go to your church or here, there, but you can all come together Sunday night, 6 o'clock, First Baptist Milan. Don't miss out on that. Our fifth quarter moment brought to you by Internally Sound. Phil and Mark Jenkins saw Phil and daughter Joy and her husband here tonight. Good to see them. And Internally Sound for all your sound system, lighting, video board needs, and much more. You want to install a new sound system in your church or your business, they can do it. You got a big event coming up, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 people, they can do the sound for that. They did the big night at Union University a few weeks back with Stephen Curtis Chapman. They can do all of that as well as installs in your business, your church as well. Internally Sound, call them at 686-0262. That's 686-0262, our friends Phil and Mark Jenkins at Internally Sound. Now, 2 weeks ago, I told you to start making your list. Not your Christmas list, not your resolution list, but your Thanksgiving list. And I encourage you to start thinking of the things, not waiting to Thanksgiving Day, and making your Thanksgiving list. So I found this week, just 6 reasons why we should be thankful. First of all, the Bible commands us to give thanks. It says, "Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good." And Psalm 16:34, praise the Lord, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His mercy endures forever. Psalm 106, verse 1. Second of all, give thanks is a choice. We have a choice. Remember the 10 lepers? Only one came back and said he was thankful. The others went their way. One came back and said they were thankful. Thirdly, give thanks points to our source of blessings. We recognize where our blessings come from when we give thanks to God. Number 4, give thanks is a spiritual discipline. Giving thanks is as important as your prayer and Bible and witnessing. Giving thanks is part of your spiritual disciplines. Number 5, giving thanks diminishes our tendency to grumble. Having an attitude of gratitude. Encourage you to be thankful, not just at Thanksgiving, but every day of your life. And 6th and final, give thanks may impact your mental health. That's right. A licensed psychologist said a gratitude in your heart and life can be a game changer when you have that attitude of gratitude. Thanksgiving week coming this Thursday. I hope you had that attitude of gratitude. I hope you're thankful for all the blessings of life. But again, I hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving week. I'll make my way to Texas to son Anthony and his wife and family. Garrett and family will be there with us. But guess what? I'm coming back for Friday night Milan Huntington rematch and look forward to that. So that's our fifth quarter moment tonight, brought to you by Internally Sound, encouraging you to have that attitude of gratitude and to be thankful not only this Thanksgiving, but every day of the year. Thanks for Robin back in the studio. Stay tuned for the Milan Prevention Coalition Scoreboard Show. He'll give you all the scores. Big win for South Gibson tonight. They moved to the semifinals the first time in school history. What a win for Ben Johnson and his staff there as they move on in the playoffs. Milan will be here next Friday night against Huntington. The Mustangs come early for a good seat. Our postgame brought to you by Gene Langley Ford. For Robin back in the studio, for Scott, thank you, Scott, for the great job. It's just a joy to be with you, man.
Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, let's do it again next week, Sam.
I think we'll do it. Join us next Friday night right here on the Victory 93.7. For Robin, for Scott, I'm Sam McElroy. Milan wins it 38-21 over East Nashville tonight here at Johnny Hill Stadium.
Gobble up the savings this Thanksgiving.